Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Turf Talk Podcast. I'm your host, Gabe Dowd, and joining me are my two lovely co-hosts, the man to my right. You know him, you love him, Big Wop, a.k.a. Crockpot, a.k.a. Nick Walters. And to my left, the man himself dressed in the new quarter-zip vest, the Seahawks lover, the fanatic man, Dom Capuano, Dami Salami.
That is new, fanatic man.
Fanatic man.
It's like a superhero.
Hey, just be happy that I even remembered everyone's thing without messing up.
Keeps having a moment.
Moment. It's been a rough.
It's been
4
one
days.
of those days.
Yeah, 4.
Only slightly concussed, like Tua.
It's been more than 1 day. We're going on 4 days. These lights are killing me.
Well,
I won't even
suck it
lie.
up.
We
Buttercup.
just started. This
I changed the lights.
minute.
They're slightly less warm than they were last week.
Are we just informing the people every week when we change it just to like the smallest?
We just
bit?
want to let them know.
Yeah,
It's like a behind-the-scenes look.
literally, because they're gonna say they're either gonna like it or they're not gonna like it, and I'm explaining myself.
One of the two will be.
They'll let you know whether you tell them or not. I promise you that.
So please tell me, do you like it or do you not like it?
Let us know.
By the way, last episode without the Christmas tree up.
Just let it be a surprise. Let them enjoy the fact that there's gonna be a Christmas tree.
Well, there wasn't a surprise.
You're just trying to get them ready in the festive.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
already
it's
messing
Thanksgiving in 2 days,
up.
guys.
Festive mentality.
That's
That's the
crazy.
word. That's the word.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I feel like the year just started.
Yeah,
You're just started?
2026 in a
Like,
month.
nah,
and a
we're
half.
I
entering
feel like
26
I
now.
did nothing all year.
That could be true.
That is probably true.
Speaking of what you've done this year, how's your week going? It's Tuesday. Before we start talking ball, Nick, let us in a little bit on your life.
It's wonderful. I love school. I really enjoy sitting in class all the time.
You
and
didn't
just
even
doing
go today.
work. I did go. I had a morning class.
I thought you skipped
I skipped one of the 2 classes.
one of the two. Okay.
He went for one.
I went for
50%.
one.
50%
There we
effort's all that matters.
Listen, the other class has no attendance. It's a big class in an auditorium.
Technically, no college should have attendance if you're paying to be there.
No, that's what I'm saying.
They
I'm
shouldn't have
paying you.
rules.
Why are you
I should-
dropping me from class if I don't show up? You get the same amount of money regardless of if I show up or not.
Yeah.
Speaking of schools, what else did we do today?
Nothing of interest.
Nothing of interest?
I applied to what could be my new school. Not going to jinx it.
I don't want it to be jinx, but I pray to God this kid joins
They're
me
going to
on the
look at
hill
this
in
GPA
Dudley.
and be like,
Whoa, stop.
I'm not like I'm like a solid BC student.
You're
I'm not
supposed
like
to, and some of those BC students are our best workers in life.
not exactly. I hate school. I can't focus. I can't pay attention. But you know what? I can sit here and argue with Dom.
You know what he
all
can
night
do?
Yeah,
long.
He
there you
can
go.
bang out a project on a Sunday night at midnight? You did that?
I finished it at 1:00 in the morning, and I got full credit on it.
Therefore, his best work is done when
It
he's
was
due.
a final project that was supposed to be worked on throughout the entire semester. I did it in 2 hours the night before I had to present it.
professional
presented it?
procrastination.
Yeah, it was a presentation.
Bro,
I had to go up in front of the class and
professional
present
bullshit.
about a book that I didn't read.
I would never wait till the last night before a presentation.
Yeah, that's crazy.
but-
You get
It was
asked
about a
one
book. It was
question,
about
you're
a book
done.
that I didn't read. I had to reimagine it in a different way. So what I did was I made it a play, and I made it about sports because that's what I know. It was
when in doubt, make it what you like.
It was a book about music and stage show business, whatever.
He doesn't even know what he wrote about.
I didn't read the book. So I wrote
Professor, if
it
you're
about,
listening,
I
here you go.
changed everything to a football point of view.
Did the class like it?
The class loved it. The teacher said it was one of the most creative things she had ever seen, and she gave me a 50 out of 50.
If only she knew. Dom, please tell me you were a little... Actually, I know the answer to this question. Please tell me you're a little bit more studious than Nick was this week.
What, am I supposed to say yes? Because I'm not going to say yes.
I was
'cause
going to say, I
wasn't.
know you weren't.
I've done a whole bunch of nothing this week besides work.
Well,
and
I
it's
was going to
cold
say, at least you're
outside.
making money.
That's true.
Cold's an understatement, dude.
That's
I was
true.
freezing this
It
morning.
is freezing. It's starting to get icy out now.
It's beautiful.
It's beautiful. Come on, it was freezing. The studio was
The other
freezing. Still is
yesterday,
cold.
yesterday on my ride to school, the guy in front of me spun out and did a 360 in the middle of the road. It was so icy. He went and sat in a parking
No,
lot
hold
for
on,
a few
hold on.
minutes
Yeah.
afterwards.
Everyone keeps saying the roads are slick. Tonight, you guys said the roads are slick. I'm not noticing slickness. Am I just
Maybe you have good tires.
all you do is shit on my car.
My
So
truck,
how are you gonna tell me-
truck tires are good. My car tires, if it even rains a tiny bit, there's no chance of traction.
Yeah, I hydroplane a lot,
Yeah.
so I can feel like
I basically just drift
yeah,
my whole ride.
literally, yeah. It's
I was
scary
gonna say, on
because
the
I
way to
turn the
Dudley,
wheel
it's
and I
bad.
don't turn.
On the way to Dudley,
Yeah.
it's bad. There's so many puddles and stuff.
Or
that
I
has
turn the
happened.
wheel and it doesn't turn as much as I'm used to, like when I have
Yeah,
grip on
and
the
then
ground,
you
so I have to go even
overcorrect,
further.
and
Yeah.
then you end up
yeah, and then I'm like sideways. And
yeah,
I'm
you
like, oh.
never overcorrect. Never
Yeah,
do that. You're
never.
not supposed to.
Yeah.
You'll find out the hard way.
Just go in the other lane and get hit head on.
Yes,
There's your tip and
Yeah.
advice for this.
that
week's
will
episode.
stop the car.
That will stop the
Takeaway
car.
from
You will not
episode
spin out.
56.
You won't. Guaranteed.
Is that all we got?
That's our driver's ed of the day.
I would say I don't know that I want to share my week. I don't have anything to share, anything exciting to share.
I think you do.
I hit my head at work. I've continued to hit my head at the gym 2 days in a row. I hit my head today going in and out of the fridge. I hit my head getting in my car yesterday.
It's a common theme.
I've hit my head a lot in the last 4 days. I have migraines like a motherfucker. Lights hurt, and migraines are common.
So one of these episodes is going to be me and Dom with like a
Next week.
with like a halo coming off.
Yeah.
Next week I might not be here.
Yep.
We'll see. Time will tell.
I have
He
to
may
go.
not even make it to the end of this episode.
I might have
Stay
to go.
tuned.
I hope
We
I
might have
make
to
it to
do
the end.
CPR.
Right till the end.
If I don't make it to the end, then I need serious answers to the questions I have. But no, I got to meet an author next week, so I don't know that I'll be here.
An author.
Yeah.
What author?
He wrote the book Across the Atlantic. It is about a kid, now guy, who moved from... Well, this is why I have to read the book.
Don't do what I do.
I'm only in chapter 7 of like
At least you're
28.
reading the book.
Yeah, I'm halfway through, or a quarter of the way through. But no, he traveled here from some country. His dad had like 23 kids, and the way that it worked was back in the 90s. He basically had to take like a chunk of kids at times, like 3 and 4 here, 3 and 4 there. He had like 6 wives, and like he basically lives in Worcester now and talks about how like like sociology and his perspectives and all that and how everything applies now.
God damn.
I'll give you all the rundown once
Riveting.
I've done it, and I got to write a 4-page paper on it.
That's not terrible.
It's not terrible. I just don't want to do it. It's due Monday.
That's
and
the
it's
type of thing you
Thanksgiving
do
week.
like the night before in like an hour. or
I have
two.
a goated professor that if you ask for an extension to a due date, he gives it to you without any hesitation.
Well, the
Wow.
problem is the
Lucky.
papers due the
Yeah.
night before we meet him, so I have to have it done.
Yeah.
And well, I'll be honest. The book was assigned to us the 3rd week of the semester, and when she asked us 2 weeks ago who's read the book so far, it was me and 2 other students who rose our hands. And then she asked who's bought the book, and it was only me and 1 other student. So the 3rd kid lied. So yeah, I'm not alone in it, but I got to figure out how to write this paper sometime this week, in which I work almost every day except Thanksgiving Day. And I can tell you right now, Gabe's not doing homework on the weekends.
Oh, yeah, no.
So
Not on Sunday, baby.
No, and
I got a date with J.J. McCarthy and the Vikings if he plays.
He's not playing.
He'll play.
He's not playing.
Did they already rule him out?
He's in concussion protocol still?
They
he?
said he could clear it, though, before.
There's no way. Dude, take it from me. Don't get cleared. Don't get cleared. I'll let y'all know the progress on the book, though, once I've actually read it and met the guy. But other than that, life aside, let's step away from that for a minute. It is episode 56. It is the week of Thanksgiving. It is turf giving, as it is written on our whiteboard. And, well, for episode 56, I just said that and almost forgot it. We are doing NFL 2 Truths, 1 Lie, which we have not done in almost a full calendar year.
Yeah.
Yep.
We're giving you our Week 12 one-liners with Dom, Tuesday Debate Desk, which is going to be a new segment we are introducing, and our Week 11 reactions from last week's games. No other way to get into it than letting Dom kick us off with the news.
So, starting us off, the legend, veteran wide receiver Brandon Cooks, who was on the Saints, which they recently released him, was initially in trade talks and the deadline, and is now signed with the Buffalo Bills.
God, they need to do something. Josh Allen and that Bills team needs any juice. Now, I don't think a 32-year-old is going to be the answer to it, but with benching Keon Coleman, Khalil Shakir not living up to the contract, you need to elevate someone to this offense.
Yeah.
Because Josh ain't even
Something's
got
to
to
change.
This is useless. No
I
offense to
agree.
Brandon
I
Cooks.
agree.
This is like
I agree.
MVS.
This
It's
will
just-
do nothing. This is worse than MBS.
You think?
Yeah.
You think this is just a sign
I think
of like
he'll
we're
get.
trying?
I think he'll. This week he'll have like 3 catches for like 20 yards, and then that'll be like it for the
So
rest
he'll
of the year.
literally be what Amari Cooper was for them. He'll have like 1 week of the 6 he's there.
Yeah.
Not going to cut it for the Buffalo Bills. And we'll get to that later on in this episode. I actually have a question to ask you guys in regards to the Buffalo Bills. So
Uh-oh.
we'll go deeper into this when we get to the Bills. Dom, what's the next piece?
Next up.
Why you come
favorite
on, just
safety. Seahawks are bringing back veteran safety Quandre Diggs. I hate this.
You need all the help you can
I
I,
get.
hate it. I know we need safety, especially with we just lost another guy. Julian Love's off IR this week though. But we're dropping like flies in the backfield, so I guess it's a good pickup. Someone who's familiar with the
knows the
system and
system, yeah,
knows.
exactly.
But Quandre Diggs was terrible in 2023 last time he was on
Yeah,
the
1
Seahawks.
year, but there was also a year where he led the league in interceptions at one point, if I'm not mistaken. I feel like that was him. Was it on the Colts? Maybe
What,
he
a
did it.
decade ago?
Doesn't matter.
I
At
don't
one
know if he
point,
ever played for the Colts.
Colts or Colts, one of them.
You
Quandre
just said
Diggs
the
played
same
for
thing
one of them.
twice.
Did I? I
Yeah,
didn't
you
say-
just said the Colts and the Colts again.
Vikings or Colts, one of them. He played for one other team where he was leading the league in interceptions at one point in the season. But either way, I think they're bringing back veteran ties and a guy that knows the system, a guy that knows what it's like to be in. At the end of the day, it's not necessarily the regime that's there; it's the ties to Seattle.
Yeah.
You know, I brought this up last week with New England football. You bringing back the blue collar mentality of winning football up here in the north. Sorry, that's what's key. So I think it is pivotal.
Yeah, I mean, I don't hate it to.
Was the Lions?
He had 5 picks back-to-back years with Seattle in 2020 and 2021.
What other teams does he
It
play?
was the
with?
Lions, not the Colts.
Lions,
Yeah.
Seahawks, and most recently for the Titans.
It was the Lions I was thinking of.
Yeah, so
I don't know. It's not the most thrilling news. He's not going to provide
it's
you
not
this next level.
It's not that I hate it so much, but he had a lackluster last year with us, which is why we got rid of him.
But it's help on the back end.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. So I can't complain too much.
I think it's more reassurance than anything else.
Yeah.
I told you today you needed more depth, and there it is.
Yeah. I'd rather have a veteran safety
That's
depth
some hell
than-
of a cavalry right there.
Yeah, but depth is not necessarily like the best of the best. Depth is
Yeah.
simply reassurance and
Yeah.
just knowing
Someone
your
can
guys. If
play.
someone goes down, you got another guy to come up.
Yeah.
So
Well, next up, a sad piece of news for the Texans. Running back Joe Mixon is not expected to play this season due to his foot injury and has not progressed, and the team will keep him on the unable to perform list.
Crazy.
a team that's finally picking up some steam, performing even without their starting quarterback, and that also brings some other questions to the team. But to find out that you're all pro running back who looked
He was
great,
fantastic last
Oh
year.
my God,
great
yeah.
last season,
I had him in fantasy.
will not be back. And
This combined with Tank Dell, it's just like they're 2 star players.
no, and they thought with bringing in Nick Chubb that he would buy
That
them
would be a
some
1-2
time.
punch, yeah.
And buy them some time, and now you're not getting that, and Nick Chubb wasn't the guy and didn't provide any sort of punch for you guys up to this point. So this is just another bad piece of news for the Texans. I don't know how they rebound from it, but like I said, they're playing winning football at the moment in time. So, I guess we'll find out as the season goes on.
Somehow.
And if you haven't had him to this point, it's not like much is going to change anyways.
Yeah.
So they're going to keep finding ways to, move on. But I hope Joe Mixon, for his sake and longevity of his career, he can give us another couple good years.
I agree.
Because he provided juice to the Bengals and the Texans and is a great running back. So I hope for his sake and the Texans, he can bounce back next season.
Yep. Next up, we have the Browns and defensive end Alex Wright have reached an agreement on an extension on a 3-year, $33 million deal that includes $21 million in guarantees.
We just saw a lot of extensions this week, which we're going to get to.
Yeah.
But, the Browns, I guess, they're coming confident off that win, getting some reassurance on the defensive side of the
So
ball.
how much of the Bills caps? I mean, not the Bills. The Browns cap
Oh
space.
my God.
Okay,
It
I
was the
misspoke.
Bears that he
I
used to
misspoke.
misspoke with, and now it's the Bills.
Let me get back to my
Are we
question.
telling the story from B-Dubs?
How
If you can recite it, I can't.
How much of the Browns cap space is spent on their D-line?
Not as much as Deshaun Watson.
Not as much as
Yeah.
they need to put into the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were right with that one.
Yeah, that is true. Hey, he's mentoring now.
Oh,
Sure, Sam.
my
He
God.
led them to that win.
I wouldn't
Yep.
want him to be
Yep.
my mentor. What are you taking away from
There's
him?
nothing
Yeah.
good that
You
comes
can
from
learn
it.
from his
Sanders-
mistakes, but I wouldn't ask the man for advice.
Nope.
You're not going
I
to
don't
learn
want it. I don't want his
anything good
advice.
from him.
He's not even good on the field anymore. What is he possibly teaching you?
He can't teach you to be a good citizen. He can't teach you good football. He ain't coaching you shit. Hell, he barely shows up. This is the first away game he's traveled with.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear
That's
shit.
crazy.
I don't want to hear mentor.
He's
in the same
barely even
sentence.
on the team.
I don't want to hear mentor in the same sentence as him. And I didn't even throw it in the news, but I'll bring it up now. The fact that Justin Tucker is being worked out or even tried by the Saints right now is absolutely disgusting.
Yeah,
That'll
but they
save their
didn't. They
season.
didn't sign him.
Good, they shouldn't. But the fact that they even gave him a workout pissed me off.
That'd be like Antonio Brown right now coming in and
After an
having a
attempted
workout
murder
with the
charge.
Ravens or something. Yeah.
Like, get
Like,
out
are we
of here.
being for real?
If you can't win football and that's you're doing it, don't even have
What
a
is
team.
Ray Rice up to right now? You think he'll get signed?
I don't know. You used to have a vendetta against Ray Lewis.
Yeah, well, Ray Lewis, you're a murderer.
Stop saying that every time we talk.
Come
about
at me.
it. I don't know if you want him to. If what you're saying is true, you might not be here to tell the story next time.
Oh God.
Well,
Well,
Dom will do a show by himself.
yeah.
Wait, where am I
I'll just
gonna
be here alone?
Gone.
Gone.
Why am I gone?
We already
Concussion.
discussed
You're
this.
in a hospital bed.
Did you forget already?
You're writing me off?
Yeah.
What am I, a movie character?
He didn't write back,
You're Geno
guys.
Smith.
I didn't write back. Oh my God. Should I start flipping the camera off now every time I enter
Yeah,
the studio?
flip off our fans because they deserve
That's
that.
what Gino does. Why
Yep.
not?
Yeah.
Gino flips off everyone. His fans, the opposing team's fans. He probably
Yep.
flips himself off in the mirror.
He
Probably.
practices at home.
It's his fault.
If when in
guys.
doubt, blame Geno Smith.
Yep. Next up,
We're going to be blaming him momentarily.
Well, next up, first there's growing speculation, unfortunately for the Bucs, that running back Bucky Irving may not play the rest of the season due to a non-injury related concern. There are no true details, but Mike Florio described it as a murky situation, which cannot be good.
Really hope to God that this is just speculation and
Yeah.
mismanagement of the
Exaggeration,
situation.
yeah.
Because if a player this young and has this potential is already having issues with the front office and the team on agreements on what we don't even know what it's about. But if there's some issue behind the scenes, that's an issue.
Yeah.
You have to fix that.
Especially a player of his caliber.
Dude, we saw what the offense looked like when he's on there. And granted, they look great without him right now. But add him to that and take a little bit of the weight off of Sean Tucker and Rashad White. Now you don't have to rely on
Unbelievable. It's a
Baker and your
different
receivers so
offense.
much,
Yeah.
who is now banged up and hurt with an AC joint injury. So they got to get this figured out. This team is too good to be having drama because this is a tight-knit locker room from what I've understood. And from what I've
They
seen.
have zero drama.
From what I've seen. And I would hate to be a young player like Bucky Irving to come to this point. So
Yeah.
I hope to God this
It's a
is
big blow for the team.
I really hope this is just calculation of the situation at hand.
Yeah.
But
Time will tell. Lions star tight end Sam Laporta is likely done for the season following a surgery on his back.
I mean, they barely
Wow.
snuck away with a win this week, and now your star tight end's out for the year, which we already speculated last week. But with the surgery, that certainly doesn't help him.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, now you got to worry.
If he comes back, it's late in the playoffs if they make it that far.
Well, you got to hope now that if he comes back next season, it's a fraction of who he is.
Yeah.
We got lucky with Hutchinson. We all said there was hopefully a chance because of how good he was, he'd come back, and he's come back better, if not better than he was. And I don't know that Sam Laporta can do the same that Hutch did. No offense, but Hutch is a different level of player, period.
Yeah.
Despite the position.
Yeah.
So this one could be huge. And any sort of back injury.
That's hard
That's
to come back
hard.
from.
Yeah.
I mean, Gronk struggled.
We talk
for
about lingering
years.
injuries every week. There it is.
I mean, Gronk. For years.
Especially for a tight end of this size.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a big
for
guy
sure.
moving at a lot of speed.
Well, no, that's just a physical position.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially in that offense,
Blocking
they
and-
use him
yeah.
all the time. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Gabe's favorite move of the week. The Broncos have signed kicker Will Lutz to a 3-year contract extension.
I don't hate it. It makes me nervous.
This comes 2 weeks after Gabe was calling for Will Lutz to be on
Yeah.
a new team.
I didn't. You misheard my words. I don't.
You
think,
said it, man.
I did. I don't think word for word. I said I wanted.
You
him on
didn't
a
say
new
it
team.
word for
You
word,
guys
but you said you
both-
wanted him gone.
You guys both complain about this man every single game, and all I've seen
'Cause
is
he
him be
screws up.
consistent and make the game-winning kicks.
Yes, but he doesn't do it every. Like people make it sound like he's like Justin
goat.
Tucker,
Yeah, no.
Nick Folk. He's not. He's just not. He's a great kicker. He's not the best kicker. Do I hate the contract and the money at hand? No. I mean,
We could do a lot worse than him.
we're finding out that in this league, coming across kickers is a lot harder than it was.
Yeah, I guess.
So I guess in
apparently.
this situation, you don't have much of a choice after the game winning he just had.
Sure.
But what I'm saying is, I can't tell you that when Will Lutz steps up there and I see Sean Payton
not
tell
confident.
him through the middle that I'm confident in what's about to actually happen.
Right. When I see Will Lutz, I get nervous.
I get nervous. I don't know how else to put it. I'm laughing, thinking, and picturing when he's in these situations.
Yeah.
Hell, I get nervous with PATs, and that should be a go
I
ahead.
just keep replaying that game in Kansas City last year over, and that wasn't really his fault, but he was on the field,
It's
so he's
also- it's
associated
also-
with mistakes
I can
now.
also guarantee if we go back to this season, there was more than just that one.
Oh, I'm sure.
I'm sure.
Oh,
There was
I'm
one
sure.
this year.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no. Nonetheless, I'm happy for Will Lutz. I'm happy for the Broncos. I'm
Sure.
happy that we got our kicker re-signed. But am I in love with the guy? No. I get a lot more comfortable with other kickers in this league.
Yeah.
But, I'm
Brandon
not gonna lie.
Cooper, you are a Bronco.
hard to come by.
Yeah, I mean, especially now. I don't know why, but for the last 5 seasons,
It's been
you'd say,
terrible.
kickers have been the driest position in football. It's hard to come by them.
Yeah.
I mean, who's the guy who kicked for the Colts a few years ago?
The
now-
guy with glasses?
Yeah, he's not even in the league now, and he was
Oh.
2-3 years. Tyler Bass. You never hear his name anymore. He got hurt, and the Bills shipped him off.
Rodrigo Blankenship.
Yeah. Then you have Brandon Aubrey. He's one of the last greats in the league, and he's young.
Yeah.
I mean, other than that, like I said, it's not easy to come
They're all
by.
gone.
I mean, you've got the Jags who got lucky drafting that guy.
Cam Little.
Cam Little.
The Ravens drafted a kicker this past season who's not terrible either, but they're just not getting in the red zone, so you don't hear his name often.
Yeah, Tyler
So-
Loop.
Yeah, so I mean, like I said, this isn't an easy position to establish nowadays, so I'll take it.
Well, not just that, but combined with these new kickoff rules, it's just growing more and more unlikely that teams actually go for 3 points. Because now that the opposing team just gets put all the way up to the 35-yard line, they're that much closer to the end zone.
Right.
For defenses, it sucks the most. I mean, you're playing against
Right, you're
Yeah.
just playing a short field all the time.
all the
Yeah.
time, and it gasses you.
and that's what the league wants. They want points.
I hate that.
And
I
we're
hate
getting
that.
it.
Yeah.
I hate that. And that's what the NBA is doing too, and the MLB tried doing it with the pitch clock, and it just
That's how
It's what
sports is
sports
going.
are turning into, unfortunately. I think hockey's the last sport, regardless whether you like it or not, that's very defensively played. And
They care more
strategized.
about money and ticket sales and merchandise sales than actual quality of the product.
Yeah.
And that's a
Whereas
problem.
back then, it was
That's
the
a problem.
quality of the game, not the quality of the
Yep.
of the entertainment.
And that's
side
why
of it.
we're seeing the Pro Bowl go downhill. That's
It's now
why
the same week as the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
They've all made it
That's
1
how
week, get it over
far
with.
it's fallen.
Yeah.
It used to have its own week. It was its own game, an actual
Own
tackle
huge
football game
event, yeah.
with the league's best players.
Yeah.
And now I don't even watch it.
You better watch it for me because I'm sorry, I took a long sip there.
You're going to be playing?
I'm gonna be well. I mean, if I'm allowed, it depends if I clear protocol. But I will be working it, so I need you to watch it.
I got you.
All right, I need you to watch flag football at its finest.
You're going to be like holding the camera? You're going to be announcing or what?
I don't know where I'll be yet, but I'll try to
He's
get on
gonna be
the
doing
field.
all three.
Are you going to be the like offensive coordinator?
I'll look at Payne and be like, dude, I don't know. What
Like,
this
I don't know
playbook
what you're
is,
doing,
but Let
dude,
me step
but
in. Let me
yeah.
step in. Yeah.
Eli is cooking you right
Screen.
now.
If I'm a Broncos fan, I'll call a screen. Yeah, I mean that's the only
Might
thing
as
I know.
well,
I mean, I watch it so much, I should be able to call it.
Yeah.
Where are
You should be able to call
2-yard
the
runs at?
perfect screen
Depends
and then
what-
run it 3 times in a row.
Depends what running backs and quarterbacks I have at my.
Is there even running plays in flag football, or do they just pass it all the time?
I honestly don't. Even
I don't
know.
think there can be.
You can't run it. Yeah.
So what do running backs do? They just do nothing?
they run wheel routes over and over.
Yeah,
Swiss.
yeah.
Yeah,
They just
run
run
a
the
wheel.
same.
Why the hell would I want to do that? I'm all set.
Why don't you go ask a Pro Bowl running back nowadays? Shit, the position don't
They
make
probably
enough
don't
money.
play.
They can't
That's
go
why
to the Pro
nobody
Bowl.
plays. That's why everybody denies. Like Bo Nix didn't play in it last
Yeah,
year.
it's like the NBA All Star Week.
They're like, I don't give a shit.
Yeah, no,
I'm not
it's
playing.
terrible now.
Moving on. Where am I? 1 year after signing a 4-year, $120 million deal, there is a growing belief that Brandon Ayuk and the 49ers are heading towards a divorce.
Say it for me.
Brandon Ayuk, you are a Bronco.
I'm sorry, but Brandon Ayuk is not a good wide receiver. That's my hot take of the day.
You're a Seahawks fan.
I was gonna
Okay.
say
There may
let's
be
be
some
real
bias. There may be some bias considering the 49ers are at play here. But Brandon Ayuk is terrible.
Recently, he has not
We
looked
watched
good.
him produce
but-
nothing, and then he got hurt, and now he's been out for like
In
a
the
year.
past, he has looked phenomenal.
I was gonna say I'm sorry. I'm taking.
So
a
did
flyer
Debo.
on-
Debo looks pretty
Debo
damn
looks
good right
good
now.
What do you mean? What the
Okay.
hell's that argument?
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, okay, I was gonna say because
That's
Debo
fair.
looks pretty damn good right
I'll
now.
eat my
Me and you
words.
said it all offseason. No, I think this is simply could be the same thing as Debo. Change of scenery. We don't.
Mm-hmm.
We always say that the Niner faithful is just so good that they could never be the issue. Maybe John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan are a hard place to play for after a period amount of time. I mean, when you're in a certain place for so long, and I mean, I'm sure some of us in this room with part-time jobs think this. You just want to get out. You want to go somewhere else. And for him, he got his money and realized, I'm still not happy here. I'm not appreciated. They don't really like the guy. I'm sure he doesn't like them back. It's just a marriage that's not going to work. And quite frankly, if he wants to come to Colorado, I'm willing to take him in with open arms.
Yeah.
Good luck taking on that contract because it's a little bit
Oh,
spicy.
He's getting cut.
We've eaten Russell Wilson's contract. We can eat some more. Come on. We've done it. We've got Walton Penner money. That Walmart money never goes anywhere. I mean,
True.
come on.
True
That's
that.
that's the money that just builds and builds and builds.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Nick. Are you with me on that? I
I'm
want
with you.
Brandon Ayuk.
I'm with you.
If we
I'm
are
not willing
serious,
to eat the whole contract. But
Not the whole
I'll
contract.
eat a chunk of it.
if we are serious about winning a Super Bowl, we are serious about Bo Nix being the next Johnny Boy Elway, you will go get him a bona fide number one, whether it's through the draft or a veteran. I prefer a veteran after we saw what
But-
Jerry Jeudy turned into and what CeeDee Lamb's becoming, but I'm willing to take risks on
You
receivers.
go back to the 49ers, and I don't think even if they do cut him and wherever he goes, it doesn't really matter. But if they
Seattle.
do decide to cut him, I hope not. If they do
Wow.
decide to cut him,
It's crazy.
I don't think it affects their team much, considering they've been without him for a year. They're still
He's
doing
basically
it.
not on the team now.
Exactly.
No, that's what I'm
Exactly.
saying. He's not playing anyway, so the team's not going to change, which they're not hurting from. I think it's a gain for both sides, and I think it's a gain for teams like us who are in dire need of getting their quarterback an actual receiver.
Now is the
granted-
time to do it when he's
Now-
on this cheap rookie contract.
Now, granted, yeah, if you're going to take, that's what I was going to say. Now, granted, if you're going to take risks on receivers, I suggest you do it while Bo is still on this deal, and you can flip through him and eat the money while you got to. But once you extend Bo, assuming he's the guy to this huge 4-year deal that all these young quarterbacks get to, it becomes increasingly harder to actually take risks on players.
Yeah.
Because when it gets to that point, your window to the Super Bowl is dependent on what your cap is. And if you can't afford to surround your quarterback, you might as well not have the quarterback.
Chiefs are looking at it
we're-
right
I was
now.
just going to say, we're watching Mahomes fall because the talent pool around him isn't being supported
And the Bills.
by the money they once had. And the Bills, yes, of course. There you go. So for me, look, I could be very just ignorant right now to
And
the
the
situation.
Niners.
I could be ignorant,
Yeah.
but I truly think that if there's any other situation to take a risk on, it is Brandon Ayuk. I've seen too much potential to not try it.
Yeah.
And I'd rather have him than a 20-year-old draft pick. I can't
Yep.
lie. We've done the drafting over and over. None of them have stuck. KJ Hamler's no longer with us. Jerry Judy's no longer with us.
Thank
Marvin
God.
Mims isn't our number one, but he is a good
JSN,
player.
I love you.
But you know that, quite frankly, we're just not the franchise that knows how to draft receivers, unfortunately,
Or developers.
or develop them. So I feel like in this situation, you go and get what you get. I mean, people forget DT and E-Man were not our guys.
DT was.
DT was okay, but E-Man was not. He was drafted to the Steelers.
Yep.
He was a 3rd-round draft pick, if I'm not mistaken, maybe a 4th. And we took him out of his 3rd year in Pittsburgh. He just got released off his 4th-year deal. They didn't extend him. And we made him into the guy that everyone assumes is a household name in Denver.
Even we did draft DT, but every single one of those guys is gone. New ownership, new coach, new team entirely.
Really, ever
So-
since John Elway came along, we haven't been able to draft receivers.
Yeah.
I think that was one of the last ones he drafted. I mean, Court, you could say he's
I
good,
don't
but
know
he's
that
not
John
a number
Elway
one.
did draft
I don't
him.
think he did. But I can't even say it confidently and say that Court's a number one. I mean, I haven't seen his name in weeks.
Sorry. I'm wearing his jersey right now, but no.
Stick with the NFC West here, Nick.
The Rams and linebacker Nate Landman have agreed to a 3-year, $22.5 million deal with $16.5 million guaranteed.
Sorry, but that defense is lethal.
With the way that
Yeah.
team is playing in general, this money means nothing to me. If I'm that Rams team, you lock every player there down. and
Super
go
Bowl
chase that ring.
favorites, Matt Stafford's the MVP favorite. They can't be doing better.
Dude,
Yeah,
you see how they started off the game? Man, I thought Seattle was the fastest team to start off this season. The Rams blew the Bucs
Oh my God,
out.
the Bucks were done by the first quarter.
Dude, Tay walked into the tunnel after the second touchdown, I believe, and said peace to the entire team. What are you looking at? Why are you staring down the camera? Are you mad because you lost $5 that you still haven't given me? Give me my $5. Actually, this is great. Now that people can know that it's real. We didn't run on Tuesday or Monday, so give me my $5. It is Tuesday. Why am I saying that? He's only got big bills.
You may have to
Damn,
break
that
it.
wallet is fat. $5 buckaroos. Let's get it. I'm going to put that in the notebook. Hopefully I don't forget it. All right, there we go. Rams on the way to a Super Bowl. Hopefully
Hopefully
they're playing
not.
Denver.
They
I
wish.
pray they don't. But
Yeah, you better pray. They're good. They look great. Aren't
Oh,
you
I
playing
know.
them?
we have to play them
Gotta play
again.
him again, yeah.
This,
Believe
not
at
this
the
week.
end of December,
yeah,
maybe
I was
December
gonna say it's in 2 or 3.
28th or in January. No, we don't play them for
Thought it was
another
recent.
4 weeks.
You got some time. You better wait.
We play the Colts before them, so let me get through the Colts first.
Their last played on
Damn, your schedule
November 16th.
increasingly got harder as the year
Yeah,
went on.
it's only gonna get harder.
Yeah, so a couple weeks, huh?
They play next December 18th.
Yep.
you got
So
3
we have to
weeks.
play the 49ers again, the Rams again, the Colts.
And you're only second in the division now. Wait, but you better hope you get some wins stacked up before you play
We
them.
need to beat our
Uh-oh,
in-team
Sammy.
division, but
I said, uh-oh, Sammy.
Can Darnold prevail the ghosts that are
Nope.
haunting him, even after after the Halloween season? All right, well, there we heard with the Rams.
For my last piece of news, Patriots rookie offensive tackle Will Campbell was carted off the field with a knee injury, but there is hope he could return before the end of the year.
That end of the year is specifically reliant on if they make the first seed. If they are not, they're not going to play him. You know, the good news, I was listening to radio station this morning, the good news with this situation, it's not nearly as bad as they thought. They carted him off the field and brought him to the locker room to go get to the room to get an x-ray, the
Yeah.
MRI room. And they were pleasantly surprised that it was not as bad as they thought it was going to be. Brought him to the locker room to sit for the rest of the game, as any lineman should with a knee sprain. That's the key contributor to this injury. He is a lineman. You do not take the risk of playing on a healed, sprained knee unless you are in the situation playing for a ring.
Yeah.
And it's only if it's 1 or 2 games that he can fight the pain through and take injections to get through the pain. Other than that, I don't anticipate Will Campbell coming back this season unless. Granted, with the win streak the Patriots are on, like I said, we don't know. There's no ifs or for sure's about it. But right now the speculation is he could return before the end of the season. But I say take that with a grain of salt.
oh yeah.
Yes.
I mean, we saw it with Gray Zabel went out with a knee injury last week, and he's already back a week later. I don't know if they should have rushed him back as soon as they did, but he seemed to play fine. He's still off the injury report, so
It's risky with linemen because of their size.
Yes.
There is one
That's the
piece of
thing.
news I don't see on here. Do you
Fill us
want me
in?
to?
Yeah, Phyllis.
Joe Burrow is expected to
Oh,
return
yeah.
this
Oh,
week
yeah.
and play this Thursday, 2 days from now,
It's the
Thanksgiving,
Ravens?
against the Ravens.
Ravens, yeah, it's a divisional game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did tell Jordan off camera. I was like, I really hope to God he plays this week. I want him to
What
play.
are the Bengals doing?
I think it's stupid.
You're
but I want
rushing
to play.
him back
No,
for
let
what?
Let him play. I want them.
So
I
what?
want-
His career can end now?
At what point do we fire Zach Taylor? It has to happen this way. If this is how you're
Is
going
it
to do
Zach
it, do it.
Taylor's fault?
Why are you? You're the head coach. You make the call. Am I wrong?
Everybody. It's everybody's fault.
Yes, but who's the head
I disagree.
coach?
It's Zach Taylor.
It's Zach Taylor.
Zach Taylor's been driving this franchise.
Go
into
ahead,
the
bring
ground
bring
and
your
ruining Joe Burrow's
franchise
career.
quarterback back against your divisional opponent when your season's already in question and potentially ruin your future.
And you have
Joe
a great
Flacco's playing
yeah,
well.
Yeah, Joe Flacco is holding up
What
the
is
line.
Joe Burrow going to do
Let Zach
that
Taylor
Joe
do it.
Flacco's not doing
No,
right
let
now?
him do it. Let him do it. I'm at a point with it. Let him do it because if this doesn't get him fired, then nothing will. He's invincible to his job.
Marvin Lewis lasted 16 seasons there. I think we forget that.
And I think that we're going to see that with this guy, apparently.
He didn't win a single playoff game in 16 years.
Oh, it reminds me of somebody else I know. Mike Tomlin.
Nick doesn't
Super
wanna
Bowl
talk
winner,
about
by
that.
the way.
Yeah,
Yes,
I know.
but Nick, it's mediocrity every year.
Okay, what are you going to replace him with? Go ahead, name me somebody.
What are you going to replace Zach Taylor with? Go ahead, name me someone.
Literally anybody else.
Oh,
Are you
it's like with the
comparing
Wait,
Steelers.
are
Mike
you
Tomlin and
arguing?
Zach
Are you arguing
Taylor?
not to fire Zach Taylor now? Because he's got to go.
No, Zach Taylor absolutely has
You
to go.
think
I'm
Mike
trying to
Tomlin
spin
and
his
Zach
point,
Taylor
because
are
I'm
on the
saying
same
Mike
level.
Tomlin also has to go, and he said, "Who do you replace him with?"
Mike
I'm like
Tomlin
saying,
is objectively a better coach than Zach Taylor.
okay, I may agree with that, but they both still need to lose their jobs, considering they've both done nothing
Whoever
for
you
their
replace
franchise
Zach
the past
Taylor
decade.
with will be better. Whoever you replace Mike Tomlin
That's
with
not
will
true
be
either.
worse.
That's also not true, though.
For the most
It's not
part.
true.
No, because we hired Nathaniel Hackett. Was he better than the previous regime? I don't think so.
He's not better than anybody ever.
So he proved his point.
Exactly. Zach Taylor's got to go. Let him do it. Let him start Burrow. I don't care anymore.
Zach Taylor does need to go.
I'm at a point where it's like if
No,
this
Mike
is-
Tomlin does not.
I don't know. I think there's a case to be made that Tomlin could go.
You can't keep feeding the guy terrible rosters.
He's the
Oh
guy
my
building
God.
them.
Or you
Terrible
take away his
rosters.
GM duties.
He's had great talent on his team, from George Pickens to
George Pickens is now looking like a phenomenal. He's
Yeah,
what, wide receiver
he's-
2 in the NFL?
Yeah.
George Pickens to what? You never finished.
Najee Harris was a solid running back if he wasn't hurt this year. I mean, there's a lot of talent.
Look, I will back Dom on.
exactly,
No.
exactly.
I will back Dom up on this. They've had great talent over the last decade.
I mean, they had Ben Roethlisberger for the
TJ
longest
Watt.
time.
I know this is a terrible case to be made, but they once in time had Antonio Brown. They had once in time had Juju Smith-Schuster. You forget Ben Roethlisberger was there for his
Juju
time.
was never the same
Le'Veon
after he
Bell
left the
doesn't matter.
Steelers.
They once in time. We're
Le'Veon
talking
Bell was
about
never
the
the same
regime
after he
on the
left the
Steelers.
Steelers.
We're talking about his time on the Steelers.
Le'Veon Bell wasn't the same after he left. Juju wasn't the same after
What
he
is
left.
the key word
AB
he's saying
wasn't the
in all
same
of
after
this?
he left.
We're not
Mike
talking
Tomlin
about the
helped them
afterwards.
play better.
How is Tomlin going to be the reason? I don't think that's the case at all. You don't think maybe it's just the gel of the locker room? Those guys were all buddies.
Who do you think is making the locker room gel?
He hasn't done it yet since with all the draft picks he's done when drafted.
He
with,
has a
all the
revolving
free agency
door
he's
of
signed with,
players.
all the things.
Yeah,
you,
because
you bring
he-
in Aaron Rodgers and get the same results you've had with Mason Rudolph and Kenny Pickett. The same revolving door of
Are
mediocrity
we going to blame
at
Mike
the
Tomlin
quarterback
for a
position.
41-year-old quarterback not playing well?
Don't quit getting mediocre freaking
Okay, I'm not
free
arguing
agent
he should be the
quarterbacks.
GM. I'm arguing he should be the
and
coach.
then to mention the OC replacements for what, every 3 years he's replacing the offensive coordinator? The running backs you haven't reestablished since Le'Veon's gone. The wide receiver room you haven't reestablished since AB's gone, since
Christ,
Juju's
you just
gone.
brought in DK Metcalf.
You had
You
Fryer
have one of the
Muth.
best wide receivers in the league, and you can't do anything
You
offensively.
cannot go against
One
that.
of
You
the
wanted
best
DK.
receivers in the
You
league.
wanted
Yes.
DK when we first got Russell
Absolutely.
before that.
But he's not one of the best receivers in the league.
He is in the correct team, in the correct franchise.
He's
the
been on
best
2 of
quarterback
them,
in
and
the
he hasn't looked like it yet.
He just held Seahawks records until
There was
Jay
2
Sanchez
seasons with
broke
the
him.
Seahawks. Where I can
So
confidently
what?
tell you I would have given up a first-round pick for DK Metcalf.
Okay,
DK
that
Metcalf
doesn't-
with the right quarterback is easily one of the most lethal receivers in the league.
Any receiver you can say that for. Cortland Sutton with one of the better
That's not true,
quarterbacks in the
because
That's
league.
not
Cortland
true
Sutton has a drop
whatsoever.
problem.
CeeDee Lamb has
No,
a
he
drop
doesn't.
problem.
Exactly.
And CeeDee Lamb's one of the best receivers in the league.
That's such an ass-backwards argument right there.
How?
What do you mean how? You just argued my argument with like the same freaking phrase. Like you said the same shit I just said.
Nope.
Tom, am I going crazy? I
I'm
know
on your side on this.
I know I'm concussed, but I know I'm still coherent a little bit.
He just doesn't know where to
I
go.
got 2
so
people that
he's-
don't know ball.
He also had Pat Fryermuth is not a bad tight end by any means.
Pat Fryermuth is one of the best tight ends in the league.
Okay. What is Pat Fryermuth?
His offensive lines
How
over
many-
the year have
how
been
many-
great. His defenses have been
Fantastic.
lethal.
And who is
Defense wins
responsible for
championships,
that?
doesn't it?
Who is responsible for that?
But what has he done with them? Nothing.
He needs
Nothing.
to relinquish the
I don't
GM
care if
duties
you've
and
had-
be the head coach.
Exactly. And if your guy has
I've been
too much
saying
of
that
an
for the
ego,
last 20 minutes, you've been
if he
bitching
has
at me
too much
for
of
it.
an ego to give it up, let him go.
No,
He's
take
the
it from him.
No, because he's the exact cancer as the guy that's helping your roster.
Did you watch Hard Knocks?
I don't watch Hard Knocks every year. No, I watch the clips of it.
Then don't talk to me.
How
If
can
you don't know
go
what's
that?
going on
I'm
in that
not-
locker room,
I'm not.
then you cannot sit here and talk to me about it.
But
That's
you
not
shouldn't
that's not
need
true
to, okay,
whatsoever.
You
Because
don't need
before
to
Hard
know.
Knocks came around, no one had any knowledge of what went behind the locker room. And honest to God,
and now we
honest
do.
to God, what goes on in that locker room shouldn't be publicized. Half those guys don't even appreciate it.
Okay, it
you
shouldn't
think
be,
you think
but,
Rodgers wants
Nick,
to
it
be on
was.
Either
TV
way,
every year?
What happens in the locker room does have a translation in real life to what you see on the field. However, it's up to the coach to fix whatever issues in that locker room.
And he does.
Obviously
As
not,
He
because-
reeled Antonio Brown in to the point where we didn't know he had those issues until the very end. And then the second he left, it went all
Who's not
downhill.
to say those issues weren't until after he left?
Oh, they were there the whole time. He was in trouble in college even. That's why he
No,
got
I
drafted
understand
so
that,
low.
but I'm just saying Tomlin's thing now. I'm not saying he
So
wasn't great.
issue
then.
in college, no
Tomlin
issue with
now.
the Steelers, issue after the Steelers.
Tomlin, great. You're a good teacher. You can hone some men's behavior and great. But
That's
the
what
thing
coaching is.
He's not doing that anymore. A good coach would sit back and say, "Wow,
Antonio
we're 9
Brown
and
hasn't
7
been on the
every
team
year
for
but
half a decade.
We're 9 and 7 every year, but my results aren't translating. I'm the GM and coach of this team. Maybe give it up."
Give up GM duties.
Yeah, okay, so go do it. Put your ego aside. If you're 9 and 7 every year, are we settling for this winning record that never gets you past the first seed? The first round, if you're not even making it?
Have you not been listening to me this entire time? The entire time I've been saying he needs to give up GM duties and be the coach. The entire time,
But
and you've
if
been
it's his
arguing
choice,
me for
but
the
if
same
it's
thing
his
you
choice,
believe.
It's just like Belichick. If it's his choice to give it up and he's choosing not to give it up because of his success from the last 10 years, then he needs to go.
We don't know it's his choice not to give it up.
If you're head coach,
It's pretty
of the football
apparent if
team,
he's still
you've got
there.
a pretty good choice. Yeah,
If the ownership came to him and said,
Nick,
can
we
either,
know the
you
ownership
can
of that
either leave
Steelers team lets
or give up
Tomlin make the
GM
shots.
duties.
we've known this for a long time.
Nick,
Tomlin has the
there's
say
a
in
lot of head
Pittsburgh.
coaches. Gabe just brought up Bill Belichick. Pete Carroll's another one. They had good
to let him go.
success in the
Had to let
past.
him go.
It just gets outdated and it does not work eventually.
I don't
The
see that happening right now.
The Seahawks never had a
said that
terrible
last year,
year
too.
under Pete Carroll. They were never so awful, especially in the last 5 years he was with them. They were never
Sure.
so awful.
No, they were always
It was
a good
very
team.
similar to the Steelers situation. However, if it's not getting you to the next level, you need to make a change.
But it could if the change is only GM. You are not going to find a better coach out there right now than Mike Tomlin.
But if that
available
choice,
to hire,
if that choice
Who
is
knew
in
that
his
Mike
hands,
Vrabel was going to turn around the Patriots this much?
everybody
I disagree. A lot of people were very skeptical about this.
I didn't think he was going to do it that quick, but I knew he was going to do it
How
next
much of
year,
that-
by
how
next
much-
year.
And how much of that do you credit Drake May with being a very good first-round talent?
None. It's
knew
all
that. I
Josh
should've- I
McDaniels.
should've known that
He
one was
made Mac
coming.
Jones look good.
And you were the one person that said you didn't want Josh McDaniels back on the Patriots.
Yeah. And I was wrong, and I'm willing to admit that. Unlike some other people.
I don't know. No. What do
Okay.
you mean I admitted that? Bullshit. What do you mean I
Okay.
admitted that? I admitted that 3 weeks ago.
Good.
You might have been in Norway, but I admitted that.
Okay.
Yeah. Did you listen to the episode?
I listened to one of them. One
Oh.
out of the two.
Real family guy here.
Hey.
He listens to Hard Knocks, but on his own podcast.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
will make sure if you're listening to this and you don't listen to if you're
Yeah,
listening to this and you don't
nice.
listen to Hard Knocks, you don't watch football or no football.
There you go.
You can't sit here and talk to me. I know what's going on in the locker room.
I
If
didn't
you
tell you I
didn't
know what's
even
going on
watch
in the locker room.
that.
When did I?
Our argument was
when did
what
I-
happens
when
in the
did I-
locker room does not matter.
When did
never-
when did I ever say anything about the locker room? When did I ever say anything about the locker room?
When did I-
you
when-
told
Both
me,
of you
no,
sat there and
you
talked
told
about
me-
the
Nick,
locker room. That's
Nick,
why I brought it up.
No, you brought up AB's behavior. I said there's
Yes.
no translation as to whether it happened after or before. Did I say he took care of it in the middle? Maybe. But you said if you don't know Hard Knocks, don't bring it up to me. I never said anything in
There
the
was
locker
a
room.
whole thing before that. I don't know if you don't remember because you're hitting your head all the time.
I
but
never,
there was a whole other
I-
fucking part of that conversation
I never
before
specified
that.
my argument off that. I specifically said
You
that
might not have,
Mike-
but he definitely
He
did.
might have. I did not. Mike Tomlin has to appear was my statement. Never do anything with the fucking locker room. The locker room I could give two shits about.
Listen, guys.
That's part of coaching.
We have watched teams
Guys,
with toxicity
guys,
continue to
guys.
We're
win
just
and
going
get
in
past
circles.
it.
Guys.
Yeah, I know what
No.
you're gonna say.
Let's save some argument for the debate hour.
I don't think it's gonna get as going as this is. I mean,
Well, let's save some of it.
We're peaking
Before
before
you pass
Gabe
out.
has even started his news.
Yeah.
We were talking about Will Campbell.
Mike Tomlin's got to go.
Hold on.
I don't give a
Genuinely,
shit about
how
Hard
did that
Knocks.
start happening?
I don't know.
How did that start? We were talking about Will Campbell.
How did we get to the Steelers?
We were talking about
Genuinely, I don't remember.
you
at
brought
all.
up someone brought up the Steelers O line or something like that, or Zach Taylor. You brought up the Bengals. You said
Oh,
I
it
didn't
was
even
Joe
put it-
Burrow.
You
Yep.
said I didn't put it in the
Yeah,
news.
Joe
and
Burrow, yeah,
I
okay.
blame this
Wow,
on you.
that
This
was
is all
quick.
your
Yeah, this
fault.
is your fault. Yeah. It's a hell of a piece of news.
And now we're back to normal. We're good. That's the beauty of the
We still got six more pieces of news for you.
The Chiefs are signing former Texans running back Dameon Pierce to the practice squad.
This will fix their
Useless.
running back position.
I really wish Denver had inquired more than I was told they inquired, but whatever.
He's trash.
We don't do much. I don't care. It shows initiative. It does.
We don't need him.
I don't believe in Jaleel.
At least he's not 41 years old.
I believe in Julio.
I don't believe in Jaleel.
I believe in
If he
Julio.
gets a touchdown this week, I'll say it, but I don't believe in Jaleel at this moment. Las Vegas Raiders fire offensive coordinator Chip Kelly after many rough
About
performances.
time.
Buddy,
Thank
stay in
God.
college. I don't know
Gotta
how much
fire
more
Geno
you need.
Smith too.
I
I don't know why they haven't. Aiden O'Connell might as well play him.
Is it Geno's fault for Chip Kelly? Or is Chip Kelly his own
We'll find
fault?
out this week.
All
Yeah,
right, there
that's
it is.
true. Time will tell.
Time will tell. New York Giants have fired defensive coordinator Shane Bowen after blowing 10-point leads in the fourth quarter, I believe 4 or 5 times this
Yeah,
season.
also about time.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. The Giants actually had a pretty decent outing against the Lions, and it just failed. It flopped.
They've had a
It-
lot of decent. There was reports that came out that they're the best 2-9 team there is.
I mean, every time you play,
I
you got to
don't
expect
doubt
some
it.
juice.
Yeah.
Even without
Yeah.
Scat, they've been really good. But on some brighter news, Broncos linebacker Alex Singleton is now clean from cancer and has officially returned to practice and is expected to start this weekend against the Washington Commanders on Sunday Night Football. I'm happy.
Back
That's
in
a
time for
lover
Broncos.
of football right there, man.
I'm so excited for him. He looks so happy in the pictures they took today.
Yeah.
Even on the sidelines this past weekend, he still looked amped. And he never looked affected by any of the news that had
Nope,
come
he
out.
always looked like himself the entire time.
I mean, you guys have heard me speak on it multiple times. He had testicular cancer. That is terrifying.
Sure.
How he remained so positive and smiley on the sidelines is beyond me. But
Yeah.
that's a guy who loves football, and I'm excited to have him back. We need him desperately in the energy, even if at times you hear me complain about him. But that's just
That's
what comes
football.
with the name of the game. Dak Prescott has officially surpassed Tony Romo for most passing yards in Cowboys history in their comeback win against the Eagles this past weekend. I was a bit shocked, and then I realized, I'm like, well, Tony Romo didn't have the longest on the Cowboys due to injuries and stuff. So
Yeah.
good for
Dak's
Dak.
been there for 9
and
years now.
I
Wow.
guess this is the one moral victory they can take.
Well, they beat the Eagles, so
Oh,
That's a
that
victory in
comeback
itself.
was beautiful, and we're going to get to that. And then lastly, there is speculation, to get back to the coaching side of things, that at least 2 NFL teams are expected to have interest in Bill Belichick. Who do we think could be in the mix if this is true? I mean, I don't know if there's any truth to it, but
the Steelers.
Yeah, I knew that was coming. I knew that was coming.
you did that little look around like there's a little bubble above your head.
I was waiting. Should I say it or are they going to say it?
You're going to go with the Falcons again? You've been saying everyone going to
No,
Falcons.
I don't think Bill Belichick should ever
Giants?
be in the NFL again.
I don't think he should be coaching.
I don't think you should either.
I don't think you should
This
be
should be
coaching,
like a
period.
Pete
Hang
Carroll
it up.
scenario. I don't
Even
think,
at UNC. What are we
Yeah,
doing?
what are we doing? Just go to media. Do it, please. You'll make
No.
more money.
Nope.
just retire.
No, people liked him in the media. His
I don't want him
his
in the media
sarcasm.
either.
but-
Just go live your life with your 24-year-old girlfriend.
Is she even 24?
She's, I don't know.
I mean, she might be, but she's way too young for him. That's for damn sure. It ain't my business. Though,
just a little bit.
She is 24.
All right,
Oh, wow.
24. You heard it
First
here
guess.
first. He's pulling something. I don't know if it's legal, but he's pulling it.
It's legal.
It's legal. Yeah,
Legal
it's just bizarre. I don't know. It's so weird. I mean, same with the Raiders owner.
Oh God.
She loves his smile.
Oh,
Bullshit.
yeah, I'm
she
sure
loves your
she
paycheck.
does.
Is what
Yeah.
she loves.
Yeah.
But teach
She's
their own.
slowly poisoning him.
Teach
That's what she's doing.
their own. And whatever they do is between them. So that's what you're into. That's what you're into. No knocks here.
I don't know if he knows, but
He'll find out when it's time.
it's too late.
It's never too late until it's too late.
I guess.
I just said some shit that Aaron Glenn would have said. In order to
This,
win,
so-
you gotta
this
know
sounds
how
like
to
a
win.
Mike Tomlin kind of post-game presser.
Get me out. Fire me.
You're fired.
I should give up GM. Do it.
Yeah,
do
you
this.
should.
Ah, God. Is there a hard knock series on how I'm managing you two?
Yeah, there is actually.
How's it going?
Terrible.
Is it bad? Is
Nobody
it bad,
watched it.
Bad behavior? Are you guys not getting along? There's a lot of
We're
toxicity going
not.
on.
I'm gonna actually go
bad
to the
locker
Raiders
room right
and
here.
get frostbite on my feet and paint my helmet and do some other
And then make a
extracurricular
video.
stuff. Off the field.
I don't know if you should partake in those ones. You gonna flee the country too?
Yeah, I am.
All
I'm
right,
gonna
cool.
He's going to Dubai.
I'm going to Dubai, and I'm gonna be extradited for crimes beyond human comprehension.
Wow. You've already incriminated yourself on the
Yep.
show last
He just
season, so-
admitted it.
All right.
It's Ray Lewis.
It's all those people chained up in his basement.
I didn't want to say it out loud, but that is what I was referring
Yeah.
to last season when you
Yeah.
multiple times
That's
brought
not
that up.
something you should admit, Nick.
Come get me.
Let the
FBI,
silence sink.
please go raid his
Let the
house.
silence sink. 2 truths, 1 lie, please.
Okay, going on
That
to the
wasn't
next
long
segment. as Gabe mentioned earlier, we're revisiting a NFL Two Truths and One Lie
We haven't
segment.
done it in a long time.
Haven't done it. It's been at least 8 months. But today, guys, I got 4 rounds. May not sound like a lot, but I promise you,
This is not my week to be
time.
competing, but whatever.
One of these rounds, I won't tell you which one, consists of questions that I did last time we did this segment that were hard for you guys. So I want to see if
he did a little callback.
I want to see if you guys retain that information.
Probably
man.
not.
I'm
Probably
screwed.
not.
I'm screwed.
So I need you
Okay.
guys to, as my sign says behind me, need you guys to do rock, paper, scissors and determine who wants
2
to
out
go
of 3?
first.
Of course. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Okay.
Gabe
Rock,
takes
paper,
1.
scissors, shoot.
Nick
Rock,
takes
paper,
1.
scissors, shoot.
Gabe takes 2. Gabe, would you like to go first or
I'm gonna
second?
let Nick go first.
Okay, Nick, you heard it here. Round 1. So I'm going to read 3 sentences to you, or 3 different little paragraphs. And it's up to you to tell me which
Scoreboard.
one's a truth and which one's a lie. You got that?
I got you.
Okay. Round 1. Despite being a first-round pick and playing 12 NFL seasons, Tim Tebow never threw a touchdown pass in the regular season after leaving the Denver Broncos. The next one is the AFC North and NFC South have produced the fewest NFL MVP winners of any division. And the last one is the NFL's history. The only running back duo on the same team to each record 1,000 rushing yards and 10 rushing touchdowns in the same season was Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt for the Cleveland Browns.
I think that last one is false.
Okay, are you sure?
I'm sure.
You would be correct. That last one is false.
Tim Tebow, that one breaks my heart.
Yep.
Man, I loved him. That was the reason I actually got into Denver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
His
here he is.
only career touchdown pass, apart from the 2-point conversion, was a game-winning drive in the playoffs against the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah,
Yep.
to DT.
Yep.
Yeah.
That play was beautiful.
Okay, Nick, you take round 1.
That's his whole career defining moment right there. That's actually his whole career right there.
yeah.
Pretty
Aside
much.
from his national championship at Florida, that is his career.
Yeah.
That one
And the
playoff
year
game.
after Peyton Manning.
It's crazy
came
to say
town.
that
Yeah.
the Denver Broncos were his whole career, and then once he left,
Unfortunately, yeah, because the Jets and Patriots
and
didn't
Jets,
quite
yeah.
work
Yeah.
out. Nope.
Jaguars
Yeah.
certainly didn't
Yeah,
work
you
out.
and Urban Meyer kicked rocks pretty quick. So
My
Yeah.
favorite tight end.
and head coach that kicks his own players.
Just ask Josh Lambo.
Now that's coaching.
That's coaching.
That's
Urban Meyer needs to make a return.
Mike Tomlin.
That's
You
one
know
of
what?
them.
I
notes.
take it back. Urban Meyer is better than Mike Tomlin. He could take over
About
today.
time he's on our side.
Will
God,
Levis
that-
needs to be the quarterback.
Yeah, there we go. Oh, what's next?
All right, it's my turn now. I'm nervous.
Okay, round 2, Gabe. Are you ready?
I'm ready as I'll ever be.
Okay. The first one. The Buffalo Bills became the first team in the Super Bowl era to score 6 or more offensive touchdowns and commit absolutely 0 giveaways, yet still lose the game. Next is the New York Jets are the only NFL franchise to never have a quarterback throw for more than 4,000 yards in a single season. And the last one is Jahmyr Gibbs of the Detroit Lions became the second NFL player in NFL history to rush for at least 200 yards and record 10 receptions in the same game. If you need me to repeat, I will
Repeat the second one.
The New York Jets are the only NFL franchise to never have a quarterback throw for more than 4,000 yards in a single season.
I'm going to go with the Bills one is true. They had that 4-year stint in the Super Bowl, so something tells me that might be true. God, the Jets have had so many stinkers at quarterback.
Yeah. Zach Wilson.
And
Sam Darnold.
And then the Jahmyr Gibbs one, if I got to think about this realistically, he's one of the most electric players, but I don't recall seeing that in the news, but I don't want to say that's a lie because I very well could have just missed it over the last 2 seasons. I'm going to say the Jets one's the lie.
You would be correct.
Yeah.
It's the Bears.
So,
Yeah.
you
I
are
knew
correct,
it, yeah,
Nick.
because
So, the Jets are historically infamous for their struggles at the quarterback position. However, they currently hold an active drought for not having a 4,000-yard passer, and no Jets QB has done it since Namath.
I would say Joe Namath was, there's no
And-
way that they've ever.
Most fans assume their incompetence means they never reached that milestone. But
Wow.
well, I guess they have. But Nick, you would be
Barely.
correct. Bears are the only team without a 4,000-yard passer.
do
This
have
could
a
change this
question.
year. I have an answer.
Do
It
you?
will not change this year. Are we allowed to steal? Like, if he had gotten that question wrong, can I steal the point or no?
Why not? Yeah.
That's not
Okay.
two truths, one lie works. That's like Jeopardy shit.
I'll see if I allow it. It depends because
It depends on who it is.
well, it does.
So he
if he
shouldn't be
gets
a
it
coach
wrong,
either.
it narrows it down to 50-50 for you. So
That's true.
Yeah.
That kind of screws it up a little
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah.
so it
Okay.
makes it a little bit easier. But yeah,
The
and
answer's no.
so Jameer Gibbs,
Was
he
last
did it
season
at
and
week 12 versus
yes,
the Giants.
I would say I remember that.
and
It was
he
last season,
joined
the end of the year.
Hall of Famer,
Hall of Favor.
It was a favor, all right?
Hall of Famer LaDainian Tomlinson,
Oh, LT.
who did it in 2002.
Chargers.
Hate the Chargers.
Yeah, but he's a great player.
Nope.
He was so fun to
Nope.
watch.
Terrible.
You guys tied?
Yeah, 1-1.
1-1.
Hey, Nick.
Competition,
Round
even concussed, babes.
3.
Don't ever count me out.
Round 3.
You know what that
the
was?
first one is the Chicago Bears have never. Well, you already know this one. The Chicago Bears have never had a
50-50
4,000
shot,
yard
baby.
passer.
Are you incompetent?
What?
I know my brain is liquid right now, but come on.
He said it before. I never mentioned anything
That's
about
true.
it.
I
He
did
said
say
it. He
did
did
not
just say
mention
it.
That's true.
So,
I just know ball.
I
I
hate
just
this.
know ball.
so that's the
game.
first one. The next one is
Womp womp.
Brett Favre's first completion was to himself in 1992. Brett Favre's first career completion as a Green Bay Packer was a pass that was batted in the air, which he then caught himself for a 7-yard loss. And the last one is Hall of Famers Joe Montana and Steve Young hold every major single-season passing record for the San Francisco 49ers in franchise history.
I have a problem with the second one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you read it again? I just want to make sure.
So Brett Favre's first completion was to himself. And
Career?
Yes, career. Because in 1992, Brett Favre's first career completion as a Green Bay Packer was a pass that was batted in the air, and then he caught himself for a
This
7-yard loss.
motherfucker.
Brett Favre started his
His
career with the
career-
Falcons,
yeah,
which
we went
makes
over
that
this.
statement invalid, and I'm going to pick that one.
That's why I looked at you from the side eye. We talked about that.
Yeah. So I'm assuming that
on.
wasn't the correct answer based on your reaction.
He was drafted to the Falcons.
So
Hold on.
No, there's no holding. I know the answer.
Hold on.
This motherfucker's up 2-1. Game host has already been exposed.
he doesn't even know the answers to his own game.
Are you sure? Did he throw a?
It doesn't matter. He was on the Falcons
on the
first, not the
Falcons
Packers,
first,
which
yeah.
makes that statement invalid because you said his first career pass
His
as a
first pass
Packer.
with the Packers might have been that.
Yeah, is
but
that
his
what you
first
meant?
career
'Cause-
pass was with the Falcons. Yeah, wow, this is
No, it is correct. It's his first career completion.
Not on the Packers.
not on the Packers.
He never threw a completion for the Falcons. It says right here on CBS, after the Falcons made him a second-round pick in 1991, blah, 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 Favre didn't do much of anything in his rookie season. He played just 2 games and threw only 4 passes and didn't complete a single throw. The Atlanta traded him to the
wording is
Packers
funky,
for the
then
next
that's why.
season. What do
It's
you
the
mean?
wording that's
Well,
funky.
what do
Yo,
you
that's
mean?
bullshit.
It says Brett Favre's first career completion as a Green Bay Packer was a pass that was batted in the air, which he then caught himself for a 7-yard
I
loss.
say we nullify. You don't get points.
Well, he's wrong.
Hold on.
I'm looking on CBS.
Are you
right
watching
now.
it right now?
Yeah.
That's his first career completion, which that was in the question, clearly stated.
Nick's watching his Falcon highlights right now.
He threw.
Tom is indeed
Hold on.
right.
Hold on. There's more.
You just watched a pick 6 on his first pass.
Okay. Did he seriously not throw a completion?
No, he
Oh
threw.
my God! Shut it
Brett
off.
Favre is
Shut it
terrible.
off. Shut it off.
There you go. You guys learned
That's
something
terrible.
new today.
Dude, the highlights are rough.
Okay, but the wording on that is
What do you mean? Well, how is the wording wrong?
I confirmed, was it his first career pass? You said yes, and it was with the Packers, which automatically screws me up because his first.
No, I read it as Brett Favre's first completion was to himself.
himself.
That
Yeah.
was
He
the
did not
very
have a
first
completion with
sentence
the
I
Falcons.
said.
That's crazy.
That's sad.
That is sad.
He only played 2 games and threw 4
Well,
balls.
Nick, just
though.
be happy that someone finally stumped you, because I will say NFL history has always been your thing.
Yeah, I think that one was fair and square
Yeah,
because the
that
first
wording,
thing
it was
I
just-
said.
No,
Okay.
and you know what?
Okay.
You're not even wrong in it,
Okay.
because when he read it, you can go back and look at the footage. I
Yeah.
looked to you and was confused with the wording of it
Yeah.
too.
Well,
so,
that's because you guys assumed that he would throw a completion
yes,
for
I
the Falcons
would
in his
hope
first
so.
season.
How good he was. I mean,
Yeah.
damn.
Right. A Hall of Famer. You
I don't
The
think.
first ever career pass was a pick 6.
Was Wasn't Jameis Winston's first career pass pick six?
Yeah. And
They remind me of each
But
other.
like that one was fair and
Nah.
square. That one was fair and square.
Still tied. It's gonna be a close ball game.
So the false one was
How many of these are there?
Joe Montana and Steve Young. I got one more round. So if Gabe gets
So
this
he
right,
could
he
win.
wins. Yes.
That's bullshit.
But
I want a
so-
redemption round.
This guy gets so sour.
the franchise record for most passing yards in a single season is actually held by Brock Purdy.
Really?
Of course it is.
Yep.
Well, I guess that
In
makes sense.
2023. So
Who's
Gabe,
looking rough.
round 4.
Ready.
Don't choke.
Hall of Famer Reggie White, the Minister of Defense, holds the NFL career record for sacks. The next one is the Tampa Bay Bucks hold the NFL record for the most consecutive seasons with a losing record. The last one is in the history of the NFL, no head coach has ever won the Super Bowl as the head coach of 2 different franchises.
I know the answer.
Read the last one again for me. Sorry.
In the history of the NFL, no head coach has ever won the Super Bowl as the head coach of 2 different franchises.
What? Read the second.
The Tampa Bay Bucks hold the NFL record for the most consecutive seasons with a losing record.
I feel like that's the lie. But, God, this is so tricky because that last one stumped me too because I feel... Oh, God. I'm going to go... They always say trust your gut, but I'm not going to. I'm going to go with the last one as the lie.
Last one. So you remember how I said in the very beginning that I was going to throw back a question from the first 2 truths and a lie?
Yeah.
The first one was Hall of Famer Reggie White, the Minister of Defense, holds the NFL career record for sacks. I asked that
Oh, my
same
God.
question.
Wait, yeah. It was the
Bruce
same
Smith,
question.
baby.
Bruce Smith,
Bruce
yes.
Smith,
It
yeah.
was the same fucking question that
So
I
do
went
I
on.
get that
Yeah.
point, right?
Oh
I get
my
that point.
God.
I stole
What?
the question.
No, you don't
No,
get
you
the
don't steal
point.
shit.
I
What?
just said who it was.
That doesn't matter.
Yes, it does.
This is 2 truths, 1 lie. It's not fucking Jeopardy.
He said I could steal.
I said no, it
he
was
said-
unfair
yeah,
because
it was
it's
Okay,
unfair.
we
It's
can't end in a
50-50
tie
shot.
then. I want another round. We can't end in a tie.
Okay.
He's not
Somebody's
prepared
gotta
for that.
win.
He's not prepared for that.
I'm
Damn,
not
this-
prepared, so this isn't going to
Womp
be
womp.
fact-checked information. But
Do you want to know how we used to? We would say guess the player in under 60 seconds is your way to win.
Do we
Yeah.
bring it
Do we
back?
bring it back? We already
Sure.
brought this back.
I will do it, and I'll set a timer.
Get up the wheel and get a timer going.
So right now it is 1-1.
Oh God, this is so.
Gabe,
This is a
so,
throwback
just so
episode.
you know, the Bucks did have the record for most consecutive
Yeah,
seasons.
I
with a
know,
record. It
'cause-
was 14 years.
Yeah.
And
Well, that's why I looked at you and I was like, ah.
so for the last one, the one NFL coach, or multiple
I wanna know
NFL
who that is,
coaches,
yeah.
I don't know the person, so we'll have to look it up. But they have gone to the Super Bowl with 2 different franchises, but no coach has ever won the Super Bowl with 2 different
John
franchises.
Gruden.
yeah, Raiders
He
and
went to
Bucks,
2.
and then Parcells. Nope. Was
Did
it
Pete
Parcells?
Carroll ever go to a Super Bowl?
Yeah, with the Patriots. No, he didn't go to a Super
don't
Bowl
think
though.
he
He didn't go to
did.
a Super Bowl.
He would have to win.
Yeah, you have
So
to
it's
win.
winning both.
Yeah, and that's never happened.
No, it's never happened.
Yep.
But who's gone?
Andy
Ooh,
Reid.
Yeah, that is one. There's got to be more though. It can't just be Andy Reid. I feel like was Parcells not one of them?
I don't know.
Giants and no, it was never Giants and Cowboys. I don't think so. No, because it was always
Andy Reid is one of them.
Yeah,
Don Shula.
Don Shula, that's
Bill
what-
Parcells.
Yeah. It was Parcells. Okay, that's
Yep,
what I thought.
Dan
Yeah.
Revis. Dick Vermeil.
Mhm.
Mike Holmgren. Probably said that wrong. And John Fox.
John Fox. Oh my God.
I didn't know he was the
Oh
Panthers
my
coach.
God.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Panthers
I
and Broncos.
forgot
I did
about
not know
that.
that.
Holy shit. That's a full circle moment.
Yeah.
Wow. Dude, I need to start reading more books. Holy shit.
guess.
That was eye-opening. I
We
need to
both
gain
need
some
that
ball
sign.
knowledge.
We both need that sign.
Dude, me and you need to just sit together and read a couple history
I
books.
guess.
Because, oh my God. I mean, I knew Parcells one of them. It was Giants and Cowboys, correct? I would assume.
I would imagine.
Yeah, I mean, those are the only 2 franchises that are actually prestigious. And the Browns have just had guys. They've never done anything with those guys. All right, you got the random player wheel up?
I am.
Are you
pulling
doing the
it up
timer?
now.
Who's doing the timer?
I'm competing.
Yeah.
Oh, who's going first?
Me.
Oh,
You
wait,
just
is
went.
it just for him to
It's
win
just
this?
for him. Yeah, it's a
Oh,
redemption
shit.
round.
Well,
for
if I don't
spring.
get it, I think he should get one too.
Yeah.
Somebody's got to
Yeah.
win.
Yeah,
Sure.
someone- yeah.
Yeah.
Wait. Oh, God.
Okay, I'm
Parcells took the Patriots
spinning
and
the
the
wheel.
Giants
So only he gets a shot at the wheel?
for this round.
For this
You
round.
get if I
he
don't
gets
get
it wrong,
this, you
yeah.
It's
get
like sudden death overtime. I want my
It
ball
is.
back. I want the ball back.
you screwed up your last question. If you had gotten it right, I would have lost
This is
because I
so
screwed
much-
up the question
this is
prior.
so much easier than...
Womp womp.
I hate Big Wop some days.
Cry about it.
I will.
You elected to go second.
I can't shed
That's
tears.
your fault.
What?
You elected to go second. You put me first. That's your fault. You won the toss.
I'm still gonna find my way out of this. I'm not Mike Tomlin.
Okay.
No, I'm not. I'm screwed.
Just to confirm, this is active players only, correct?
Are you not using a wheel?
No, I'm doing random NFL player generator.
Let's just give you a random ass name.
Spin the wheel, right?
Yes.
Right, Gabe, point your computer away from me.
Okay.
I don't want any
I got it.
cheating
I got it.
It's
allegations.
the first one right here. I've used this all the time.
But Gabe
That's
has
a
to be the
team.
one with
That's
the
a
timer up
team.
because I want to be able to
That's
see.
a team
shit,
there,
it's
Buster.
teams.
I got it right here. I
Okay,
got it.
you good. All right. You got it. It's Bengals.
It's Bengals.
Okay, Nick.
All right, Gabe, get the timer up. I want to see it.
Oh, shit.
What's
yeah,
the
you're
time limit? 2 or
60
1?
seconds.
Okay.
60 seconds.
Yes or no questions only, correct?
Correct.
Do you remember how to play this? It's been a long time.
I'm refreshing myself.
All right.
I don't want any
There's the player.
bullshit cheating. Hey,
Dude,
Hey,
it takes a second.
There's the player.
I can't see that.
Look closer.
Okay. That's easy. Fuck. I'm screwed.
That's what it came to.
I'm screwed. This is bullshit.
Okay.
Tell me when.
Go.
AFC,
Yes.
South,
No.
North,
Maybe. Yes.
Bengals,
No.
Ravens,
No.
Steelers.
No.
Offense,
No.
Myles Garrett.
Yes.
This game is fucking bullshit, and you know
No,
it.
if you didn't say easy, then he wouldn't have probably
Who
guessed
else? Yeah,
the most
honest to
obvious
God,
person.
he whipped your ass in it every time we played it last year. It took 6 episodes for you to get it right. And then one of them, you had the same player twice, and it still took you to the last second to get it.
So does he get a redemption?
No, he already
No,
said
I
it
already
was
got
sudden
it.
death.
Sudden death.
Sudden death. Well,
That is
congratulations,
pure
Nick.
bullshit.
You won. That's fair
You
and
should have
square.
gotten your question right.
Fair and square. You should have learned from last time we played this.
Yeah, that was the repeat question.
Yeah.
I was so stuck on the Super Bowl one that I didn't even fucking consider.
That's
the
why I
first
did
one.
it.
I knew it right off the bat.
That's why I did it. Nick,
Bruce Smith
congratulations.
every time.
I remember making that thumbnail.
Yeah.
That's how I
Yeah.
remembered.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
Good thing you didn't get that question then, because you would have gotten it right.
No, I would have loved to have that
Yeah.
question,
Yeah.
personally. I remember making that thumbnail. It's
Yeah.
got a flag next to it. And
Oh, well, maybe you'll learn this time. I'll bring it
Somebody
back in
else.
another 8 months and see if you remember.
8 months. We're doing this again whenever I return. Hopefully,
Bruce
I'm not
Smith
getting
will
cussed
be
for it.
mentioned once again.
Yeah, Bruce Smith, you're coming
A
back.
year it took him, this man, to return into our lives. All right. Colts versus Chiefs AFC showdown. This one had big implications for the AFC, in which we thought maybe the Colts could sneak away with a win. That did not happen. But what we did see, even in the Chiefs' victory, is that Patrick Mahomes is still
Trash.
not the guy that everyone is claiming him to be. He is not the next Tom Brady. Hell, he ain't even closer to being better than Tom Brady. In the first quarter, to start off the game on his first drive, he threw a pick. I understand the offensive line is absolutely atrocious. This pick was even more atrocious. Mahomes is running for his life, yes, but he's not making the throws. He's not making the great plays. And hell, I even saw Travis Kelce get himself involved in this game and it not make an impact.
Yeah.
Rashee Rice, great receiver. Don't like the guy, great receiver. Did not make an impact. Kareem Hunt, who finally upped the run game.
Okay, whoa.
Finally upped to the run
What
game
the
this
hell
week.
stats are you looking at?
He had a touchdown this week and was the only thing they had in the bright
No, we're
spot.
talking about Rashee
Rice had 141 yards. What
No,
do
I
you mean
know.
there was
I said I
impact?
like the guy. Did I say had no impact? I meant to
Yeah,
say he
you-
had impact. Yes.
Okay.
I meant to say he had
You
impact.
said he had no impact. I was
I
like,
meant to
what?
say he had an impact. But even with this
CTE's
impact,
kicking
it is kicking in. Even with this impact, they only still sneak away with a 3-point victory simply because in the first half you cannot move the ball. The Chiefs' game
Yeah.
plan has been exploited for 3 years now. Actually, I would argue more than that. Ever since they played the Bucks. If you can get that
Yes.
offensive line to crumple, that
It's over.
quarterback
Mahomes
cannot read the
do it.
field. No.
Nope. He
And I'm
panics.
also watching them. When they do get in the red zone, that field shrinks and Mahomes crumbles. So, do they make the playoffs even with this
No.
victory? Because I think with this victory,
think
I
they
still
do.
think the Colts
I
are a
think
good
they
team.
do.
And I
I
think the
think they
teams
do.
can easily exploit them.
I think they're a first-round exit.
Because if they were so easily exploited, it would have already have happened. And obviously, they have a 6-5 record this year, so they're nothing crazy. But if you're gonna,
They hang around.
It's just
Yeah.
because they're not doing what we're used to seeing them do.
yeah,
But they're still a good football team.
and for what they're doing with how little they have, with the lackluster run game, still turning it into over 100-yard game for Kareem Hunt.
Tell
with
me
a
how
touchdown.
Kareem Hunt manages to find games
Yeah.
like this out after weeks
Yeah.
of
Well, he
doing
got 30
nothing.
carries.
That's true.
That's true.
Andy Reid is too good of a coach to let his team be bad.
Exactly. God.
Well, the
damn.
defense arguably is the only reason they're in the spot they're in.
Fair.
The
Yeah,
defense
and
hangs them in games. And the defense isn't even that good anymore.
If you're
Spags
the Colts,
is a good
Spags
coach.
is what's I was gonna say Spags is what's keeping this team together. Unfortunately,
it's becoming more and more common for
I hope he
teams
leaves.
just to blow leads.
Or
And
the
if you're the
Giants.
Colts, the Giants, the Colts, the
The
Seahawks,
Colts were up by multiple
they
Okay,
love
okay,
just
okay,
letting
okay.
teams
The
hang
Seahawks.
around.
the Colts issue is this simply. Wow.
Daniel Jones.
Jonathan Taylor just couldn't get it going.
Yeah.
I mean, even off the 16 carries, they kept him for under
Yeah,
60
this is the
rushing
MVP,
yards.
by the way, according to Nick.
Well,
I
MVP,
mean,
but
was.
can't perform in
He
big
said-
games.
he was.
Before this game, I mean, we said it going into this game.
Matthew
The Chiefs were
Stafford's
not
the
going to be able to
MVP.
stop him.
I agree with you now.
Without a doubt.
I mean, let's be real. Those are predictions.
Prediction, no, that's like bona fide now.
No. Last week, that was
Oh, yeah.
predictions. That was
Yeah, yeah.
predictions.
Now,
But
there's no other player that.
now you
deserves it
can
more.
tell me I'm wrong all you want. In this game, I still walk away saying Daniel Jones and the Colts are still a team to take
Oh,
serious.
absolutely.
Oh,
I mean, the
100%.
fact that they even
That's
came
like
up
saying the
this strong
Seahawks
with
suck because they lost to the Rams. Like, you can't do that.
No, you can't.
you
and,
can't do
but what made me say this more is the fact that they had no run game and Daniel Jones is still finding ways to move the ball upfield.
He still threw for 2 touchdown passes.
And I was gonna say he never once at any moment looked like he couldn't rise to the occasion. They don't have receivers.
Daniel
Michael
Jones
Pittman is
doesn't
just-
panic
Yeah.
He doesn't. He never, even when things are good,
because
he
he's
doesn't
used to
show.
that New York media,
Yeah.
so nothing's
Yeah,
gonna
that's
get to him now.
He's
good.
He's played on a team so much worse that
Yeah.
he's just so used to it that I think it just doesn't phase him.
No one ever wanted to say this, but I think this is the also biggest contributor. I think Shane Steichen is just simply a phenomenal
A good coach, yeah.
I mean, he said it without saying it in the offseason. If we can get the right guy behind that offensive line, this offense is a good offense, and he wasn't wrong.
Yeah,
Sure.
You
absolutely.
take AR out of the starting lineup and you put Daniel Jones in, and they're working. Even
I was
with-
questioning it for sure.
Even without AD Mitchell, who I mean, he wasn't great, but he stretched the field. He was another
Now
option.
he's doing nothing for
now,
the Jets.
now
so
they're doing it with Josh Downs and Michael Pittman. I mean, and then
barely.
I just
Tyler
Warren. I was
is
going to say
their
Tyler
best
Warren has
receiver.
become the number 1 receiver in Indy, which is sad because he's their tight end. But like I said, walking away this game only losing 23-20 and JT not even being a sliver
It was
of a
in
threat.
Kansas City too, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
it was an away game.
Yeah, so
Everything was on their side.
yeah.
So like I said, I walk away from this game still taking the Colts very seriously. I still think even with this win, there's a way the Chiefs don't get in this.
Oh, 100%.
I mean, they're playing sloppy football.
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely.
I mean, Mahomes and
I mean,
the
Mahomes
offensive
threw
line
it
are just-
directly. I forget who the player was, but it was the defensive end.
Like
directly
Latu
to
was
him.
in his face the entire
Has
game.
he thrown a
Yeah.
touchdown pass in the past 2 games?
No, I don't think so.
Who'd they play last time? Denver?
It was Denver, yeah.
Yeah, was it the Broncos? Did he throw a touchdown?
No, he did.
pass?
Travis
Yeah,
Kelce
Travis
got one.
Kelce had the
Okay.
one at the end of the game, yeah. But still, 1 touchdown and what? 2 interceptions?
Yeah.
Could have had 3 if one of them with Jade Barron didn't get called back.
Well, that was
Yeah.
on the same drive.
Yeah,
to
I was
be
on the
fair.
same drive.
Just
yeah.
saying.
But they were both egregious interceptions.
Yeah.
Same with this one. To start off the game with 9 minutes in the quarter, you
That
got your
one
first
was
drive,
the worst one.
and you're pushed back on your side of the field.
Straight, you were on maybe the 8-yard line. Throw it straight to the defensive end. There's no receiver around.
You know,
There's
and I
no
will say to the
receiver.
Colts' credit, the defense hasn't looked half bad. I mean, I understand
No.
that they're not going to be great with Sauce, but I'm not going to lie. They're Lou. How do you say his last name? Lou.
Emaruno. or something
Emaruno.
like
Yes,
that.
you said it right. Emaruno. He's getting these guys together in the late season where we were not high on them.
Yeah.
They had let up so many points up to the midpoint where the trade deadline was. And I'm not saying Sauce is the guy. I'm not saying, hell, he's even changing the passing results. But as a group, they're getting it done.
Absolutely.
20 points is still 20 points, but it's a lot better than 34 or anymore. Because now you're looking at an offensive showdown, and those are not
Yeah.
games you want to be in.
Daniel Jones is not going to do well.
I was
in
gonna
that
say, I
kind
can
of
tell
game.
you from
Yeah.
experience, those are not games you want. Any quarterback.
Especially if
to be in.
Jonathan Taylor's getting shut down like this, they're not going to be able to.
He
compete.
had 1 pop for like 34 yards, and other than that, they
That's
kept
it.
him quiet.
Nope.
But
He,
yeah,
he
it
was like averaging 2 or 3 touchdowns a game.
Yeah.
Every time
He
I
had
checked
nothing.
fantasy, I had 6 points. Never went up, never went down.
Yeah.
Yeah, ask me about Brock Purdy.
How's Brock Purdy?
He won me my fantasy game, baby.
You were already ahead. You were already ahead by the time 3 of your people even played.
You and Dom were
Like, I lose to 6 people teams week after week, and it's just incredible.
This
Because
was the
even
other
if
thing.
your last 3
I had all
players
9.
didn't play, I wouldn't have won.
Well, I love at like what 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. It was like a blowout, and you just
Yeah.
kept saying, "You're like Dom, all your players are going right now. They're all going right now."
They were all going at 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
That's miserable.
Every single
Yeah.
player on his team went at
Yeah.
1 o'clock.
My whole team's gone. I lost Baker Mayfield. I haven't had Amarion Hampton. I have no running.
I
backs,
have
no
a team of
receivers.
backups
Jonathan
playing.
Taylor sucked. Yeah,
It's backups.
And you dropped
Puka
140
Nacua
points on me.
and Kyle Pitts.
Brock Purdy, too. Brock Purdy's not a bad
You
guy.
have Kyle Pitts every year.
Yeah, I love Kyle Pitts.
Just-
One of these times he's gonna figure it out.
You'll get good points eventually.
I mean, I was gonna say, I feel like
Listen,
you have Kyle Pitts every year.
I do. I love Kyle Pitts. I am the biggest believer in Kyle Pitts in the world, other than maybe Kyle Pitts himself.
I remember last year when there was trade talks, he was going to Denver. You were like up and on.
I want him so bad. I would
I could tell.
send Evan Ingram to China.
I think a lot of people would send Evan Ingram anywhere for Kyle. Actually, I don't know. Some people are very low on Kyle Pitts, but I think his ceiling
love
is,
Kyle
is
Pitts.
tremendous if he can get there.
Yeah,
He was insane at Florida.
exactly.
He's what Brock Bowers is now.
Yes.
Yeah, but yeah.
Should be.
But yeah, those are my thoughts on the Colts and Chiefs game, this matchup for Week 12.
Next up, we got the Seahawks
for
versus
13.
the Titans. And this is a game, a Sam Darnold legacy game, comeback from the 4 picks he threw last week. He's got a clean slate this week, 16 of 26, 244, 2 touchdowns, both beauties to JSN.
He needed a rebound. He had to.
Absolutely, for the sake of the confidence of himself in this offense, and thank God the locker room's got his back, a very cohesive team. He was able to rebound and come back. Granted, you're playing the Titans offense, but as Gabe and Nick like to say, an NFL team's an NFL team regardless of who you play.
I was going to say, because you also used to make fun of us for beating the Titans Week 1. Take
Yeah.
wins where you can get
You
them.
And the Jets.
You did.
Take wins where...
We won, didn't
Yeah.
we?
Yeah,
Take
take wins where you can get them. And this game, couple of key things in this game. The biggest thing I noticed is Seattle defense. I get you're banged up. I get you're hurt. You're still one of the most
Quandre
dominant
Diggs,
defenses
baby.
in the league. Why are you letting teams stick around and convert on 4th down
You had 3 fourth down conversions in the
on
fourth
one
quarter.
drive?
The Titans went 5 for 7 on
Yes,
4th down. By the
that
way,
is crazy.
Now, if you don't mind, can I jump in on this drive
Go
while
for
we're
it.
on it?
Yeah.
I want to say this. Cam Ward in that drive
Oh my
showed
God.
me more
This
than
whole
anything.
game.
Everyone says that Cam Ward's not this, Cam Ward's not that, 31st ranked quarterback in the league. He's the bright spot of that team. If there's anything I take away from this game, if he actually had a roster of, I mean, Dom said it, where are these receivers coming from? Are we just signing them off the
So
off the
I'm literally
stands?
watching this game, and they popped up the graphic of first career catch at least 3 times on 3 different people.
Yeah.
I'm like, who are these people, and why do they ball out versus my team?
DK and Gunnar Helm are the only 2 Titans receivers I can name right now.
Yeah.
Shamiri
Gunnar Helm is a
DK is
tight end.
actually like doing
He's good.
phenomenal for them. Yes.
He had that punt or kick return for a touchdown.
And I
yeah.
want to say this. Cam Ward, when he is surrounded by the right guys, maybe a draft class or 2 and the right head coach put in place, I think Cam Ward, honest to God, now might be an actual
absolutely.
franchise quarterback for the Tennessee Titans.
Absolutely.
That last drive, and I said this. I said to Dom, I don't think they're going for the win. I think they're simply leaving this game with something positive to work off of.
He has that it factor.
He does.
Yeah, and-
That one play where he rolled out to the sideline.
he was body out of
His
bounds,
body
cross
is
body
not.
throw.
He's not even on his feet anymore. His knees are almost down. Just launches it across field from the sideline,
Yeah.
and it's caught. His ability to extend plays is like no other.
Absolutely.
He is what
100%.
everyone wanted Caleb to be.
Yes.
Caleb is finding ways to win,
If
but
you
he's
put
not doing what we
Cam
saw in
Ward
USC.
And
Right now on last year's Bears team,
just so you know,
Unbelievable.
the Seattle defense broke a record for most pressures on a quarterback ever in a game in this
And
game.
Cam
I believe
Ward
it was
still
40
kinda balled
pressures. And Cam Ward still threw no picks. He was accurate as far as I could tell, kept the team alive, and led them to only lose by 6.
Like I said, I know we were going to
Crazy.
talk about the
Yeah.
Seahawks who won this game, but I want to give flowers to Cam Ward. You've looked phenomenal, and you are. And I
Absolutely.
think right now you are the guy in Tennessee.
and
going
don't
forward.
forget Brian Callahan got fired.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they have no head
yeah.
coach.
And,
Like,
and we-
this is a very
we-
dysfunctional team right
Yeah.
now.
And that's what I'm saying. If this guy gets an actual team and supporting cast around him, watch out for Cam Ward next season.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And his one rushing touchdown was over the top of one of my linebackers.
Yeah, no, they reviewed it like 4 times.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, it's a touchdown. Just call it already. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I had to jump in right there.
Absolutely, yeah. And you look at JSN, 8 catches, 167 yards, 2 touchdowns. He's
alright.
He's on pace to beat Calvin Johnson's record with 200 less pass. It was something wild. Sam Darnold's taken 200 less pass attempts, and it's something crazy. Like
Either way, I'm
unfathomable.
saying this again.
It's the
confidently.
efficiency.
He's a very efficient receiver.
For
Yeah.
the 4th week
Very
in a
efficient,
row,
yeah.
he's the best receiver in football.
As at
Without
this moment.
question.
Yes, absolutely.
He's offensive player of the year. already.
JSN, confidently and proudly, is the best wide receiver in the NFL right now.
And
Yep.
you got to give credit where credit's due. I know you guys are going to sigh, but both of those balls from Sam Darnold were in the bucket dimes.
What do you mean? I'm not disagreeing at all.
You look at one of them, Sam
They're
Darnold
all-
stepped up in the pocket and just ripped it.
You know, I'm
like,
so
forward.
tired of people in the media saying more, not media, I should say more like, commenters and people who watch the media, critics going out there and saying that he's a product of the system he's in. No, it's not, because when he's wide open, I watch him cross up dudes with his footwork. When it's a contested catch, I watch him catch the ball on every corner no matter who's covering him. When Sam Darnold's got pressure in the face, I somehow still see a wobbly pass get caught by JSN. JSN is simply a dog. He is that guy, and he is the best receiver in football right now, and I don't know how you can argue that.
I mean, yeah, absolutely.
There's no argument.
But elite ball placement definitely does play a factor in that. But without Jason's ability to get open, obviously, that's not possible. And for, I guess, a new fact that I learned about my team is we have the most run-heavy offense in the league, and JSN is still leading
I would not have
passing
expected that.
yards.
Yeah, when you sent me that.
They got a combined 17 carries between K9 and Zach Charbonnet.
Yeah.
K9. Can we talk about K9?
No.
Look like he had some juice this week.
Yeah.
Actually, for once.
Yeah.
You know, and it sucks because a guy with so much talent, it's those weird. They'll give
Where
you
has this been?
He'll go like 2
Yeah.
or 3 weeks
So,
of stagnant play, and then out of nowhere, he's just ready to play.
To put efficiency into perspective, the Titans only had one less first down than the Seahawks in this game, and Sam Darnold threw the ball 15 less times than Cam Ward did. And
That's simply, though, I think you're chasing. Cam Ward had no choice. I mean, they're not going to run the ball. And Tajay Spears has not looked good. You don't have Tony Pollard. There's just not a lot going around. Like I said, Cam Ward is the only thing they've got.
Tajay Spears looked terrible.
the Titans had 17
That
third
reverse field
downs
play
out of
was
these.
not-
Well, the Seahawks had 7. So you're talking about 10 more third down attempts.
Yeah.
And it's a
2
lot of
for
good for
7 on
both
third
sides.
down is atrocious, by the
Yeah.
way.
Yeah, the Seahawks are not good on
You gotta
third
fix
downs.
that.
Yeah.
Well, you got to understand how many times are they in third down situations in the first half. A lot of these
Yeah.
are probably second half. If we go down and we break it down by play and quarter, I guarantee you half of their mess ups, and Dom says this every week, they're not a second half football team.
Absolutely not.
And they
And they
and
showed
it's,
today,
and it's
or
more than
Sunday.
true. Every week we complain when we watch football with Dom that it's boring to watch Seahawks because it's a blowout.
Well,
But then the second half comes,
They-
and you're like, wait, how's it tightening up?
They
Like,
put up
what's happening?
14 points on the board. I wouldn't even say it's lackluster from the offensive side of the ball. When they get going, they go.
The gas
It's
pedal's
the
down.
it's the defense that lets up last second, and the defense has been absolutely phenomenal, especially in the Rams. All they did was hang in that game. But if you're gonna let teams like the Titans
Hang
put up
around, yeah.
Yeah,
20
that's a problem.
points in one quarter, it's kind of like what we saw the Giants let the Broncos do to
Yes.
them.
Well, that's the
And
only
how you lose
concern I
football
do have.
games.
Look, I've said it all year. The Seahawks are one of the most fun teams to watch, especially when they're firing all cylinders. The one concern I do have for the playoffs, when you're playing these teams that don't
That
you know,
don't let
don't
up, and
start
they're
slow.
not- yeah.
The Rams, a guy,
exactly.
the team in your division, the guy you need to be watching every year and week is Matthew Stafford, Sean McVay, Puka Nacua, Devontae Adams. I mean, the team just gets better with time. I don't think that come playoff time, you're going to have this much time to just let the defense get a stop here, offense get a little field goal here. I mean, and it's not the offense right now. It's to come down to the defense, who we've said looks like a fantastic group. Come playoffs, this has to be tightened up because there's going to be that one team, and the Bucs did it to you guys. Where they hung
They
around just
exposed it.
long enough and took the 2 messes the Seahawks had that weren't even that big in the grand scheme of things and used
Considering
it to
the
their advantage to
score of
win.
that game was like 46-40,
Yeah.
it was just back and forth offensive shootout. And
Took that one missed PAT
Yeah.
and one interception to ruin it
Exactly.
all. Yeah.
Exactly.
And in the playoffs, if you make one of those mistakes, it's
similar
over.
to the Broncos,
It's over, yeah.
the Seahawks have a combined losing points of like 9. I think it's 8 or 9.
It's the thing with these teams where it's like, wow, they're great, they're exciting.
One
off-
play away. One
in-
play away.
In games, they look great, but it's like when you go and you deep dive on,
You got to
you're like,
finish.
There's
You got to finish.
You got to stay strong the whole game. It's not even finishing. You got to stay
Exactly.
strong because the Seahawks, sure, yeah, they finish it every week, but are they staying strong throughout the entire game?
Not
You
as-
could argue it's the first half and maybe
Yeah.
the end of the fourth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's crazy just to see a team that went from last year being a second half team to a complete 360 and being a first half team. If they the Seahawks on the first game of this year with Sam Darnold broke it was like an 18 game span of not scoring on the first drive.
Yeah, that's
And they
That's
broke
crazy.
that in the first game of this year. And
used to be Denver.
yeah. And that's great. You got to start strong, but you got to keep it that way. And
Well, yeah, if you can't start strong and you're also, fizzling out in the second half, then I mean,
Yeah.
it's something you got to be watching. out for.
overall, though, for both these teams, I think they both walk away with positive outlooks on the game.
Oh yeah, for sure. The Titans, like I said, I wanted to really highlight that before we jumped over because Cam Ward looks special, and I think it's starting to finally come together.
Absolutely.
All right, Nick, the big comeback of Week 12: Eagles and Cowboys.
So we were at Buffalo Wild Wings watching this on the big screen. And by we, I mean everybody except me. The Dallas Cowboys found themselves in a 21-0 hole and somehow clawed their way back for a game-winning field goal to win 24-21
In OT.
in overtime.
In overtime. I want to preface this. The Eagles, after 3 weeks of nonstop drama, A.J. Brown this, A.J. Brown that, Jalen Hurts this, and Jalen Hurts that. The first drive was the Jalen Hurts to A.J. Brown show.
Yep.
We capped it off with a touchdown to A.J. Brown over the middle, which was a great pass. Then the next drive, you have vintage Jalen Hurts running it in himself. You have Smitty catching a 50-yard bomb downfield, an acrobatic catch. We're getting the old Eagles that won the Super Bowl. The old Eagles that gave the Chiefs a run for their money 2-3 years ago in the Super Bowl. Then comes the second half. We don't score a single point. You don't even make it downfield. And the Cowboys, who still made mistakes throwing interceptions in the red zone, were finding ways to make plays. In which I told Nick before we went even on air, Dak Prescott's making plays that are opening my eyes, which tells me, is there a chance that this team can keep doing that because of Dak Prescott being here, who you pointed out earlier has been here for 9 years? So if anyone on this team is going to know how to do it, it's him. And to Dom's point, has been doing it with George Pickens, who we all clowned on in the offseason and the beginning of this season. Now, my one area of concern for the Cowboys, despite this win, our high-paid number 1 wide receiver, CeeDee Lamb,
has soon quickly turned to number 2.
6 drops? I want to say
it was 7 drops.
7 drops. 7 drops.
This game?
This game,
No way.
Nick, it was bad. It was so bad. When I rewatched
I don't
this game,
think I realized how bad that was.
we only saw 3 or 4.
I saw 1 or 2, yeah.
We saw 3 or 4 in the restaurant where you were like, dude, what is going on? And then when I rewatched the game, I'm like, he had 2 drops in the red zone, if I'm not mistaken. 1 in the end zone. 1 was in the end zone.
I saw that one.
Okay.
in the red
So
zone.
it's CeeDee Lamb at a total of 7 drops in 2 games
2
against
games,
the
that's
Eagles
what it
this
was.
season. Yep.
Okay.
But
He
it might have
had
been
3
3
drops
Yeah, 3
yesterday.
total.
That's still awful.
But 2 and
for a receiver
one was in.
paid
Yeah.
as much money as him.
Yeah. He had
And
4 drops in
and
week
you
1.
brought in a second receiver who's now assumed your role.
Yeah.
I mean, it's...
Yeah.
I don't know. And like I told Nick, I think this was more
And they
of
were bad drops. It wasn't contested catches. It was
no.
wide open
Yeah.
right
That
through
one
your
in the end
hands.
zone was terrible.
Yeah.
It felt like a season-defining moment to me. You guys can disagree if you want. Dak running it in to tie the game up, something about that felt like Dallas Cowboys football. Like there was something
You're saying that
about
because you were watching
No,
America's
something
team.
about that moment. I told you, the crowd was loud. The video doesn't do it justice. There was something about when Dak ran it in, jumped over the guy that made him do the little flip, and he got up and screamed, and the whole stadium just erupted. You felt the momentum change in that moment. And in that moment, I looked at the Eagles. They're flat. They're flat.
Yeah, and how does A.J. Brown respond to this? How does Saquon Barkley
How did the
respond?
Eagles team respond to this in overtime? They
With
did
all the drama going on beforehand and to have a
10
strong game out of A.J. Brown?
They don't want it.
carries for 22
Yeah.
yards.
They don't want
Saquon
it.
Barkley had more,
That is
more yards
embarrassing.
through the air than he did on the ground.
You can't even shit on
MVP.
A.J. Brown that much considering the stat line. 8 catches, 110 yards, touchdown. He did his job, arguably.
100%. He did his job for me in fantasy. So
I knew you were going to go there.
About time.
But
yeah, right. It took all year.
I want to say that 2 contributors to this Cowboys win. I'm not even going to say Dak right now. I'm going to say George Pickens and the Cowboys defense because they capitalized off of the Eagles offense was stale, but you could argue why were they stale? That Cowboys defense was getting after him.
Yes.
Jalen Hurts looked flustered. A guy who we always say looks calm. A guy who rises to the occasion. He didn't rise to this occasion.
Nope.
This is the second time this year in Dallas that we've watched him take a game to overtime and give a team a run
During
for
the
their money.
worst defense in the league.
Who unfortunately have lost one of their very own teammates. And I mean this. And maybe that's what it is right there. As these boys
Just
are getting
playing
together.
for him, yeah.
Yeah, and like I said,
this tailors right to the point that me and Gabe were just bringing up during the last game. It's the inability to finish games. You come out strong 21-0, you give up that lead. How does
I
that
will
happen?
never sit here and say that.
Inexcusable.
Yeah, I will never sit here and say that Denver's the scariest team in the NFL.
No. Hell no.
But what is good about them and what I wish more people would recognize, when you know how to win, that's what matters. Knowing how to win is not easy
We don't
to teach.
give up.
And,
That's our thing.
And neither do the Cowboys in this instance.
No.
And even when they've looked rough, I will say that. The offense has always looked like it's had a desire to keep playing. At least Dak.
100%.
Dak has never given
He's
me
a fantastic leader.
Dak has never given me is he a fantastic quarterback at times? Sure, but not all around. But
He may
what I
not
will
be my
say,
favorite person in the NFL.
but I love the way he leads this team every year in and year out. He never looks like he's what Russ wants to be almost in terms of leadership.
Yeah.
Almost.
He's what Russ used to be.
Used to be. Yeah, that's a good way to word it. And that's what I said. I felt the energy through the screen when he ran it in himself. There was something about that where it's like, well, the play broke apart. We're winning this football game. We're finding a way. And, Dom has said it. The guy has had a gruesome ankle injury and still plays
he was
like
on
he
pace
forgets.
that year to be have the best quarterback season ever.
He was on pace at one point in this year, too. It's not been that.
Guess what?
I don't know. I'm completely...
Peyton Manning, still the king.
I am overly pleased with Dak and George Pickens, a guy who I will eat my words on at the beginning of the season. I said made no sense going there. I don't remember which one of you said, but one of you said he was a fantastic receiver. It was just the situation he was in. I don't remember if it was you
I
or
think
you.
it was. We talked about this at the restaurant. I think we determined it was me.
Was it you?
I do not remember saying that for the record, just in case it was Dom.
There was one episode though where one of you
What was it?
defended him to the end of the world.
Somebody
It was-
supported George Pickens.
someone said he's a fantastic receiver.
It was probably
just the
me
steal.
because I was probably
definitely
shitting
you.
on Russ.
Because
Yeah.
it wasn't me because I didn't like him because of all
Me
the
and
drop
you didn't
passes
like
he
him.
had from
Me and
Russ.
You never liked
So-
him.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yeah, now he never drops
another
them.
big WAP take that turns out to be right. Who would have thought?
And he never drops him. It's weird because that one catch in the fourth
Yeah, it's
Still,
like-
quarter.
still waiting for Will Levis
When he
to win
gets
MVP.
a good quarterback, I mean, look what happens.
when any team.
Will Levis will win an MVP, and I will put money on that.
$5.
You did not actually say that.
So
Will
what's the
Levis-
deadline for him to win MVP?
when he retires.
Okay.
Whenever Will Levis retires,
Here's a better question. Will he ever step foot on a football field again? The NFL football field.
100%, he's winning an MVP. You can't do that not on the field.
Dom, I want you to answer that question.
Answer what
He's
question?
going to the Falcons.
Is he ever stepping foot on
He
an NFL
probably
football
will
field
step
again?
on the field again. He's going to be like Robert Griffin III. He's just going to pop off in some random time and then never come back again. But he'll spawn in like 5 years later. And then,
I miss RG3. It sucks that he became the Ravens' backup quarterback for 3 years, but you know.
or he'll be like the guy that was on the Jags. He's been all over the place.
Oh,
was on
Gardner
the
Minshew?
Raiders. Yes, Gardner
Gardner
Minshew.
Minshew?
Yeah.
I wish he worked somewhere. I liked him a lot.
Yeah,
He had some juice.
he's
to him.
still
too,
on
yeah.
the team, isn't he?
He was on the Chiefs.
He's
I don't
on
know
the
where
Chiefs.
Is he on the Chiefs
Yeah.
still? Yeah, I'm gonna say he was on the Chiefs at one point. But
Dead to me.
all right, moving on. Ever since he grew out that hair, I'm not a fan anymore. It doesn't look as good as he
Yeah.
used to.
No, he looks ridiculous.
Moving on, we've got Tuesday debate desk. So we record the show on Tuesday. We're debating at the desk. It's pretty damn simple. All right, the first one. I'm gonna take an easy flyer on you guys. I mean, it's been talked about every outlet. If you haven't seen it, go open your phone. Is Shedeur Sanders the future in Cleveland following his Week 12 victory?
Absolutely not.
I agree.
Wow, why?
The head coach will not let him.
That franchise does not want him to succeed. And I will stand by
Yeah.
that statement. And the fact of the matter is, love him or not, love his personality or not, Shedeur Sanders will never be a superstar quarterback in the NFL.
I disagree with
Wow.
that.
Can he be a serviceable journeyman type? Yeah. Will he ever be a superstar? No.
So it's impossible to say that without actually giving him the opportunity to.
Thank
Kevin
you.
Oh,
Stefanski
100%. But
is setting him up to fail. And you
Yes,
saw it
this
when the
team-
reports came out that they didn't. He's the first Cleveland rookie quarterback to ever come out and win his first game after being drafted with them.
since like
Ever.
1999.
And
yeah.
Kevin Stefanski didn't even give him a game ball.
No, can we talk about
No,
that?
he gave
Me
him
and
a
you,
good job.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me and you watched it on the car home from B-Dubs, and I said that is absolutely pitiful.
Bullshit, yeah.
That you sit there and you look at the whole team and you say, congratulations, you. And to the rookie, Shedeur, good job.
As
Our-
Gabe would
his
say,
first-
that's a crock of
That
bullshit.
was a crock of bullshit. Shedeur Sanders, did he play lights out? Absolutely not. But did he give you a sign of hope? Yes, he did. Miles Sanders, a guy who is the best defensive player in the NFL right now.
Garrett.
What did I say?
Miles Sanders.
Dude, I'm
My
all-
favorite defensive player, Miles
Miles
Sanders.
Sanders.
Miles Garrett.
I was gonna be
Miles-
like, who's this breakout guy that I never
Panthers
heard before?
backup
Miles
running
Garrett,
back.
dude, I'm all over the place. He did play for the Cowboys. Wow.
He
Oh
was
my
on the
God.
Cowboys.
He was
Is he on the Cowboys now?
I don't know.
He's somewhere.
He's hurt. He got out of the he was out for the rest of the season on the
I thought he was on the Panthers.
he finished on the Cowboys. I thought him and Javonte were the 1 and 2. Anyways, Miles Garrett, who's the best defensive player in the NFL, looked confident in Shedeur. Can I say he looked confident in Dylan Gabriel? No.
He's on the Cowboys.
That's what I
Okay,
said.
yeah.
He was behind Javonte, and
His
then he tore
nickname is Booby Miles.
Yeah, that's his Instagram handle. he tore his ACL.
I didn't know
It
that.
wasn't Achilles, was it?
I have no idea. I didn't even know what team he was on, so don't ask
We
me.
talked about it at the beginning of the season. I remember it in the
I'm
news.
sure we did, yeah.
Because you even said it was heartbreaking that he was a good back.
Yeah.
All right, well, whatever. Miles Garrett showed enough of energy of what I need to see that there is trust in Shedeur. Now, I will say he's coming off a little headstrong, saying, like, there's over 1 week of practice. I want you to be a little bit more reserved because you never know what is going to come at you with these NFL defenses. But to say that Shedeur will never be a future franchise quarterback, I think is a far stretch.
We don't know that yet.
Yeah, I can't confidently
don't.
tell you that.
Listen, the fact of the matter is he was like a 4th or 5th round draft pick.
It doesn't matter.
Whoa,
That's
whoa,
like saying
whoa,
Torrey
whoa,
Horton
whoa,
can never be a
whoa,
good
whoa.
receiver because he was a 5th round draft pick. He dropped that far because of injuries he got in college.
Shedeur didn't have injuries in college.
How are we? Whoa, how are you going to
So?
use draft picks as a narrative?
Brock Purdy. I'm not a huge on
I'm
Brock
not
Purdy by
saying
any means.
because
he was the
he
very
was
last pick in the draft. Tom Brady. Tom Brady's the best quarterback of all time and got picked in what, the 7th round, maybe the 6th.
What I said was the fact of the matter is he was a 4th or 5th round draft
That
pick.
does not matter, Nick.
Can I finish? Do I have your permission to finish?
Continue.
Just because he was drafted that low doesn't mean he's automatically exempt from being a good player. What it means is GMs don't believe and coaches don't believe he will be that player.
I disagree.
Why wouldn't they draft him earlier? Why did every team in the league pass on him over and over again?
Because it was confidence issues. He was cocky. It was just a lot of things he said that
a
were
lot of the
bad
issues
for
were
him
they
during
didn't
the
want
draft.
his dad having control or say in the franchise.
That as well.
His dad currently does not have control or a say over the
No,
Cleveland
but his
Browns.
presence is known. It was there at the game. They showed him in the press boxes.
Okay.
And, I mean,
So does Taylor Swift have influence over the Chiefs'
Yes,
roster
absolutely.
moves?
She's a
Roster
distraction.
moves?
Probably.
Not Ross. Whoa.
You think
no.
she's in there like making GM moves for Andy Reid? You think she's like...
She's giving him burgers.
Listen,
But I think it's a little harsh to say he'll never be a future
You
franchise
can't-
He will
quarterback.
never be a future franchise quarterback.
okay.
What I saw in this game, granted it's a small sample
Okay,
size,
but Nick,
it doesn't... He doesn't have that it factor like we said Cam Ward has.
But why not? What about him so far is saying he doesn't pass
doesn't
that eye test
pass-
for you?
Just...
Is that what you were gonna say? That
Yeah,
get you to it?
yes.
What about
That's
the
exactly
eye
what I was
test?
gonna say.
What about? Yeah, I know you so well. What about the eye test? What is he not passing for you?
There's it's an intangible
played
thing that
2
you just have
games.
to know it when you see it, and he just doesn't have it.
so I know Gabe is like on the very confident side when it comes to rookie or sophomore quarterback, especially with like JJ McCarthy, which I've been out on since day one. So maybe I'm a bit of a hypocrite for this, but you cannot say that Kevin Stefanski, whatever the fuck you say his name, Stefanski, just doesn't believe it's clearly obvious he's getting set up for failure since day one. We've been
100%.
arguing this since forever ago.
Nobody's been arguing
Just because of that,
it's the truth.
we've been saying that for forever ago. The fact of the matter is, it's impossible for you to say that he will absolutely never become a franchise quarterback because, first of all, he's made 2 starts in his career.
he's made
the
one.
first one was atrocious.
He's made 1 start.
Okay, 1
This is-
start.
this
He
is his
played
first
some of the
start.
other
He came
games.
in the
That's
fourth
why I
quarter
didn't
for
even bring
Dylan
up that
Gabriel.
other game.
Yeah,
I didn't. He didn't.
Okay, so he
Wipe
made 1 start in his NFL career.
That's
Tom Brady wasn't amazing in his first NFL career game. He was
No, he
also
wasn't.
drafted low. His coaches may not have confidence in him.
They sure did because they had 5 quarterbacks on the roster and they chose to keep him over the other ones.
They kept Shador.
Yeah, over who? Deshaun Watson.
Doesn't matter. They kept Shador.
Kenny Pickett.
Yeah, exactly.
There has to be a reason they kept him if they don't like him so much.
Yeah.
Because of his name. If they had cut him, riots would have formed in the
if
streets.
it's okay,
and
Nick,
There should be
Cleveland
riots on
as
the
a
streets
city.
of Cleveland years ago. I
If-
mean, look at the failure they've been.
if it's his name, then why wouldn't they trade him for how much value he has in
Because
his name instead of letting him sit
GMs
there?
do not believe he has that value, and that's why he was not drafted earlier. Gabe and I thought he was going pick 9.
And I said no,
Saints.
he wasn't. I said no, he wasn't.
You were
I
correct.
said he was going to fall.
Why did you say that?
Because of the issues around his father and the confidence and the cockiness and just how he talked to teams. He wanted to
Okay,
dictate.
so
But that
let's
doesn't.
just take that.
But that doesn't say he can't be a franchise.
Absolutely,
quarterback.
that has nothing to do. That's a different argument.
Let's just take that arrogance and cockiness and his dad and whatever. Do you think his teammates like that? Do you think they're fired up by that and they're thinking he's a competent leader?
Absolutely
when he
not.
Like
but
that?
when you get a victory after the terrible season they've had, that's
they
sure
won
as hell can.
against the Raiders.
Okay, that's still an NFL team.
Don't undermine a rookie quarterback start when it's against an NFL pro
It's
team.
a rookie quarterback in his first game. They didn't even give him starting reps with the starting offense because
Absolutely.
they wanted him to
Absolutely.
fail.
I'm not saying it's guaranteed he won't be. What I'm saying is he doesn't have
Well, that's the question.
he doesn't have that it factor that makes me believe
He's played one
he
game.
can do it.
He's played one game. Do you think JJ McCarthy will ever be a franchise quarterback?
No, that's safe to say.
I agree.
No,
I agree. He's been freaking
just-
But
terrible.
Cam
it's
Ward,
crumbling.
even week 1 against the Broncos, Gabe and I said this guy's good.
We just
could
saw it
tell-
last week against the Seahawks.
Exactly. I didn't
Yeah,
see it.
I agree.
But there
Shador.
were dips in Cam Ward's belief. I mean,
Yeah,
people at
I
one
mean-
point in time, around week 6 or 7, were like,
I don't care
And
about
that can
people. I
come
care
down to
about
the
me.
supporting cast. There's so many factors in it. The point of the matter is it's impossible, 100% impossible
I
for
mean-
you to say he will not be a franchise quarterback in that you have any idea what the eye test is on him right now because he's played one game. He's never had reps with the starting offense.
Sure. I'm going to propose another bet with you. If Shador Sanders starts with the same franchise for 5 years in a row or more,
At
That
any
will-
point in his career?
at any point in his career, that will consider him a franchise quarterback.
And will injuries nullify this?
Yes.
Okay.
$5.
How much? $5.
y'all ain't gonna remember this bet tomorrow morning.
We'll write it down. We'll write it down.
Dom will see it next year for his
Because if he gets a
episode
career-ending
100,
injury like next week, then I don't.
then
then-
we're not doing
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Right, you heard it here first. One thinks Shador is the future at some point. The other does not at all.
And you don't believe it will be for Cleveland?
I definitely will not be for Cleveland.
I already said, me and you talked about in the car at home. I wouldn't be surprised if this offseason he finds his way out or they ship him out.
I wouldn't want to be there if I'm him.
Neither would I.
Personally,
Absolutely not. Get out of there as quickly
Jerry
as you
Jeudy is
can.
terrible. The
But wait,
coaching
I'm
is
confused.
terrible.
I will say before I move on to the next point, more of like a personal note for me and you. I'm more confused. You were in on Shador 72 hours ago. What's the difference now?
I wasn't.
You wanted the best for Shador.
I want the best for Shador. I don't think it's gonna happen. I'm not rooting against Shador. Don't get me
Okay,
wrong.
I was gonna say, are you still?
I like Shador.
Okay, that's.
I
okay,
don't
alright.
think he's the guy anywhere.
Okay. All right. Question 2. Can the Cowboys find a way in the playoff picture? If I'm not mistaken, they only have a
They're at
9%
10th
chance
seed,
right now.
8% chance.
8%.
So
They're currently behind the Panthers and the Lions, fighting for a playoff spot.
if I came out and said that the Chiefs have a shot to make it, I cannot say that the Cowboys cannot make it. So I think, yes, to answer
I
your
don't
question,
know.
the Cowboys can't find their way in the playoff picture, especially after this electric win, if they can carry the momentum.
I'm gonna say no because they're behind the Lions, who are also not in the playoffs. The Lions are
Jeez.
currently 7-4.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Wow.
and that's why I'm
it's
gonna
not
say
pretty.
no, because the teams ahead of them in the playoffs, 49ers, Packers, Seahawks, are all the wild card teams. And
That's a
they're,
crazy lineup.
they're not gonna take over the Eagles for the division.
I was gonna say I think that the Packers, despite how funky they've been, I think they're gonna keep finding ways
Yep.
to win football games.
See,
As for the Cowboys,
I disagree because look at I'm looking at the Lions' upcoming schedule, and it's the Rams and the Packers they have up next. They lost to the Packers 27-13
Yeah, but there's
last
weeks
time.
where the Lions come out and put up
Yeah,
45 points
exactly.
effortlessly.
I'm not.
I haven't
and
seen that
you know
from
what?
Dallas yet.
I believe the NFC playoff picture is set.
Wow.
I think this is the final order. So we got Rams 1, Eagles 2, Bears 3, Bucks 4, Seahawks 5, Packers 6, 49ers 7.
I think the Bucks have the potential to drop. So do the Seahawks also have the potential to drop,
Against
especially
who?
if they
Who
lose.
are the Bucks going to drop against? Their division sucks. The
That's
Falcons
true.
are 4-7. They're second place in the
Why
division.
the heck can I be in that division? Why do I have to be in the only division?
Well,
that
sorry,
has
the
three-
Panthers are second at 6-6.
As it pertains to the Cowboys, I think they'll keep finding ways to win games and be similar to what the Steelers have been the last few years, and or maybe even the Seahawks last year. They'll have a winning record probably, but I think there's going to
Only
be
10
that.
and 17 not to make the playoffs.
I think there's going to be that fraction that keeps them out of it. There's going to be something that keeps them out of the 7.
What's the Cowboys' upcoming record?
You mean
They're
schedule?
5-5 currently.
Yeah, but
Well,
what's
they have
their,
one.
like,
No, they have one tie. They have one tie.
Oh, 5-5.
So that
and
one
1.
tie is gonna hurt them, I think, in terms of seeding, or it might. We don't know. But
it might help them.
what's the following schedule looking like?
That's what I'm looking at.
So they got the Chiefs, then the Vikings, then the Chiefs, then the Lions.
So that'll be a big game.
yeah.
Wow.
That'll be a big game.
Big game. Yeah.
Vikings, which is an easy win.
But you know what's weird about the Cowboys? They can win any given week. That's the
Yeah.
thing about this
100%.
team.
It all depends on
Yeah,
how
or
they
they
come
could
out
get
and play.
blown out 44-20
Yeah,
by
exactly.
the Broncos.
That's what I'm saying. It's so week to week with this team. So do I think they find a way in the playoff picture? No.
So
I think
but
they
I do
can.
think they might pull away with a winning record.
just to
at some
finish out their schedule: Chiefs, Lions, Vikings, Chargers, Commanders, Giants.
point.
Easily, there are 4 games that
I don't know
are
why I
even
can say
5
easily.
that are
I
easily
think
winnable
all of
here.
those games are winnable. I don't think any
Absolutely.
of them are easily.
None
Maybe
of-
the Giants.
None of them
So-
are a guarantee.
That's
true.
Even
Well,
that. Even that.
no.
No. Even that's not a gimme.
You can't. Yeah.
Even that's not a gimme.
It
I'm
all-
sorry.
Every NFL. It's
hate the
NFL.
Giants.
Any
I hate
team
the
can win at
Giants.
any given
I
time.
can't.
This
I
season
can't wait
has
to come
proved
back
it.
to that game then specifically. But
Yeah.
we'll see. But my answer is no.
Lions, Cowboys. Look out for that next week.
That'll be exciting. Yeah. All right.
Oh,
Has Caleb Williams officially entered the conversation with the Bears' 4-game win streak as the guy?
Yeah.
Yeah? Are we finally sold on Caleb Williams?
Much better this year than he did last year. He passed the hot seat
Sold?
test.
No, but I'm getting ready to buy.
So I'm not ready
ready to buy it?
yet,
Okay.
quite yet.
I'm
but
looking
I have
at the
seen,
shelf, kind of considering it right
because
now.
I don't
He's
know.
in
Like
the cart we haven't proceeded to check out.
Yeah.
the Bears have been so behind, like behind my head. Like I'm just like I looked up and they're above the Seahawks, and I'm like, whoa.
They are quietly 7-3 right now.
Yeah.
You know what it
very.
is when you look at the
They're 8
scoreboards
and
on
3,
Red
aren't they?
Zone, they're never in the lead. And then when
I'll
the
tell you.
game's over, they won.
Yeah,
They are 8-3. You are correct.
Yeah. 3.
Yeah.
and Caleb Williams has been phenomenal this
I
season.
was gonna say, I hate that everyone's kind of overlooking him for the success of what Ben Johnson's doing with this team.
Because they don't have any trash talkers. They don't have any drama. They don't have
Yeah.
this. They don't have that.
I'd
And
rather
Ben
be quiet.
Johnson's doing an amazing job.
Phenomenal.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
And
We were
he's-
all 3 of us were high on him in the hiring.
Oh,
of that.
absolutely.
He's not getting any
Me and you were talking about it we were getting in the car on Sunday. Like his intensity alone.
He's not getting
just...
any like coach of the year consideration. His team's not getting any award
and
consideration.
And this is a franchise that has been historically terrible
one
developing
of the first
coaches and quarterbacks. I mean,
who's front runner right now for coach of the year?
Vrabel, I believe.
Vrabel, Mike Vrabel, yeah.
Oh,
well
okay.
deserved.
I mean, and
Yeah.
I was gonna say you can't even argue that. I mean, what he's doing with that group of guys is phenomenal.
Yeah.
Yeah, with like a garbage quarterback. I mean, it's hard to win any games. So
Well, I
props
guess-
to him.
Well, you're gonna piss off some New England
Shane
fans with that one.
Steichen and Kyle Shanahan are the next up.
I actually
runners.
like Shane Steichen being on that list.
Kyle Shanahan.
Kyle Shanahan
Kyle
should not be on the
Shanahan,
list.
what?
I don't know about that one.
But Shane
Well,
Steichen,
I get it because think
This
about
team's
how
good and
phenomenal
they're
the
hurt.
49ers
Well,
are still
whatever.
Yeah,
doing.
but he does
with
this
no
every
one.
year. He's been doing it since Jimmy
That's
Garoppolo
true.
was
Exactly.
there. Like,
It's
They're
old
not
news.
anything special.
but Shane Steichen and Danny Dimes, that's eye opening.
I'm not scared of the 49ers. I'm scared of the Colts.
The
I'm
Colts,
scared
yeah,
of Jonathan Taylor.
they've beaten us.
Exactly.
We've watched them beating us. Yeah. So I mean, and we watched.
I
them
think
beat
if we
many
played
teams.
the Niners, we'd win.
So do I. Yeah, for sure. All right, so we're somewhat for the most part in on Caleb Williams. Number 4, are the Bills frauds in 2025 with the recent losses and season struggles?
I don't believe they're any more of frauds than they have been in the past.
Okay.
It all depends on again what Josh Allen comes out and how he plays.
Exactly.
It's-
That team revolves around him.
Literally,
They cannot compete
he's the
if he's
MVP
playing
of that
bad.
team.
If he's playing good, they're one of the best
But
teams
if
in
the
the NFL.
offense continues to not help him elevate,
They're screwed.
they're screwed. Okay, that's what I wanted to
He
get
will
at, yeah.
not be able to elevate himself to a level.
I mean, the run game has even been rather up and down with James
that you
Cook.
give James Cook all that money and
And then the
for what?
receivers, we're seeing guys you extended not do much. We're seeing guys you drafted get benched. So
I mean, unless Brandon Cooks turns back the clock and turns back into New Orleans Saints, New England Patriots, first time New Orleans Saints, I should say,
yeah,
version of himself. Even with the Rams, he was okay.
and the Texans, he was phenomenal at the beginning of the
It
time.
was,
with the Texans,
I guess.
But no, the Bills, like you just said, the Bills are whatever Josh Allen is. So if Josh
Yeah.
continues to, elevate, we're gonna watch the Bills find ways to win football games. But right now, I can't tell you I'm confident.
I believe he will elevate.
You believe he will.
100%.
You're not. You're
I have
confident.
full confidence in Josh Allen.
Yeah,
Yeah?
absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the last one to close it off is New England football officially
No.
back following their 10th win.
So there's a lot of debates around this, especially with how easy their schedule, like strength of schedule, has
Bingo.
been very easy.
That's why I wanted to
But
ask.
I don't think that is
Cupcake
any way
schedule.
to mark an NFL team.
Mhm.
Because as we've argued this whole time, an NFL team's an NFL team and a win is a win. The Patriots, without a doubt, are a threat that you have to be scared of. They're a well-balanced team.
I'm not
They're
scared of
young, and they have a new defensive mind head coach that's doing his job.
Let me rephrase
Here's-
the question a little bit. You want to step in?
Here's my issue. You mentioned the cupcake schedule. Now, what happens in the playoffs when you're playing good team after good team? You're going to get worn down.
So I
broken
wanted
down
to ask.
quick.
That's the question I'm going to rephrase you. When I say is New England football officially back, I mean, can we have faith in this team come playoffs?
No.
Do you think they will give teams a run for their money, if
Absolutely.
not win a game?
If
in the
you
playoffs?
Absolutely.
shut down
I think they will.
Stephon Diggs, their offense stutters and just shuts
I
down.
disagree, though, because they have Trey Henderson, and, I mean, they're going to... Travion,
Yep.
yeah, Trey, his nickname. And Ramondre Stevenson.
Ramondre Stevenson is terrible.
He's still number one in
He
their
should
lineup.
Be on his way out.
He
I don't know
shouldn't
how.
be.
I don't know.
I know.
That's because Mike Vrabel is
He's
stubborn.
looking a lot like Melvin Gordon right now.
He's worse somehow.
But yeah, I'm torn.
I believe if you shut down Stephon Diggs, Kayshon Bouttie's not going to be able to step up. Hunter Henry's not going to be able to step
Well,
up.
Kayshon Boutte's been dealing with the injuries.
Then that
Yeah.
becomes your offense becomes one-dimensional. Travion Henderson is a rookie. You can't expect him to
We
carry
just
that
said
load.
the offensive coordinator has been doing amazing for this team.
100%.
And if they can come out and
But-
beat the Bills division rivals, then
We just asked if are the Bills frauds.
and
That's
we
why
all
I
said
followed up
no.
with this.
We all said no. We all said that
Which
Josh
would make
Allen's
the
gonna get it
Patriots
done.
not frauds either if they're beating them.
Exactly.
One good win doesn't make or break you as a team.
If they beat the Bills and they sweep them this season, then what?
I'm in the same spot.
When will you?
Divisional games are always different.
And I
like it
agree,
or not.
And I agree. But when is New England football? When do you believe that this team has solidified itself as a threat in the AFC?
If they can win in the postseason, I will. The same thing with Sam Darnold. If they can prove it when it matters most, I will believe. Until then, I do not.
See, I agree completely with you, but there are certain situations where I sit and I say, when do the regular season matters most? Because in this moment, this is what matters.
So,
You have to fight in the regular season to get to the
I mean,
postseason.
in that case, every player who won MVP would win the Super Bowl, and every player who led the team in receiving and rushing and passing and sacks and this and that and the other thing would win the Super Bowl automatically. But the number one seed almost never wins the Super Bowl.
No, that first round bye kills you. All that smoke that gets to your head.
Exactly. So we can't say all this stuff in the regular season is going to automatically
I
translate
want you to remember
to the
that and come
postseason,
back to it
it
because
won't.
you want us to have the first seed. I do not. I want the boys to play 2 weeks in a row.
Sean Payton teams historically do well after a bye.
We'll find out this week. We will find out this week.
That
Who you
is
guys
true.
play?
But
The Commanders in prime time.
But
I
I'm
mean,
torn
they
on this New
kinda
England
suck.
football thing because the Bengals keeping as close as they did bugs me a little bit. I can't lie.
Exactly.
But the coaching staff has just got these guys ready to play, and it does make me like, I want the Broncos
So in
to play
that
them
case,
the most.
when
but
Mike
the coaching staff
Vrabel
has
himself and the Titans were the number 1 seed, they should have won the Super Bowl by that logic. Same coach.
I'm not saying are they a Super Bowl team. I'm saying is New England football back? Are they a team to be taken
When you
serious?
say is New England football back, you mean Super Bowls.
I don't mean to the extent that they were with Brady. I'm asking you, are they back
That's
to
what New
being a
England football
consistent
is.
winning team? Are they going to be in the postseason more often now? Are they going to win a playoff game this year?
No.
So no,
Because
is
they're
your
going to play
final
us.
answer. I hope so. And your final answer is yes?
Yes,
You think they win one playoff game this year?
absolutely.
Okay. All right. Week 12 one-liners with Dom. So kicking us off on Thursday Night Football, we had the Bills versus Texans, and not a game that I expected to go the way it went. I cannot lie to you. The Texans win 23-19. Dom, what was your one-liner for this game?
So maybe the Bills are frauds, but are the Texans on a playoff run?
I mean, I'm not going to say no with
let's
Davis
do it.
Mills.
Yeah,
Let's do it. Davis Mills.
With Davis Mills
Yeah,
running this squad,
long
man, who
neck
knows?
Davis Mills.
Who knows?
He can see everything.
Yeah.
You already used this line. Why are you recycling it?
Because it's
Vikings-
needed.
yeah.
It's needed.
Vikings
Yeah.
versus Packers in a divisional matchup. Packers win 23-6.
JJ McCarthy, as I said since day one, get ready to learn Chinese. You should have never let Sam Darnold go.
But he did. What?
I
You
saw a
should never
meme.
let Daniel Jones go.
I saw a meme. It was on Instagram, of all things.
Oh.
SpongeBob meme.
I'm surprised.
Oh,
Well,
I
I'm
love
so
SpongeBob.
surprised.
It was Squidward standing up in his room looking through his.
Yeah, and SpongeBob and
Scooby-Doo
Patrick are out
shades,
playing right in
yeah.
front of his house.
SpongeBob and Patrick
And
are
it's
running
Daniel
back and
Jones
forth
and Sam
playing.
Darnold.
And it was Daniel Joe. No. It was JJ. It was Jettas and Sam Darnold.
Jettas and Sam.
Jettas and
Okay.
Sam Darnold running back and forth having fun. And now. Oh, no, wait. It could have been.
You're done.
Okay, you know what I meant.
We had the Jets versus the Ravens. Ravens take the dub 23-10, which in the beginning was looking a little rough. But
This is the Ravens playoff comeback.
I don't think there was ever a doubt.
I agree.
They started
As
with
long as
5.
Lamar is there, they're gonna win.
I have a feeling there's a chance they sneak their way into the top.
Absolutely.
They're already
Yeah.
leading
It's-
the division.
That
crazy.
doesn't matter because
That's so
you
baloney.
can win a division and still miss. So, I mean,
No.
who was it a few years? Oh, maybe no, they were second in the division.
You
It was the
can't. You
Hawks.
can't miss the playoffs.
It was the Hawks, yeah, the
if
Hawks
you
were-
are
yeah,
division leaders.
they were still-
You're
they-
They're
yeah.
automatically
yeah.
top 4
I was
seed.
gonna say I'm
Yeah.
just thinking of when
Which
they
is
were winning
stupid. I
record,
think
it's still
that
to
should be
make it.
changed.
I disagree.
Really?
I
was gonna
disagree.
say I disagree with that statement.
You want to
want-
fight for division titles.
Yeah, exactly. Division titles are huge.
I agree. You want to fight for division titles.
Granted, there are
but when-
years where the Seahawks are 7-10 and somehow win the division in 2009.
yeah, it's
But
just.
then Marshawn Lynch had the
but-
Beastquake. That was that year.
But you're cutting off teams that are so good and have Super Bowl level talent that are never going to make
like
it.
what? The
It's
10-7
it's not-
Seahawks.
Yeah, but
Listen-
then what about the Giants' history? They're 2 Super Bowls. We don't get that then.
I'm fine with that.
What?
You need to fight for division titles.
I disagree. I think
No, I
division
agree with
games
you.
should
I
be
want-
very
I want
important
division titles to win.
as for seeding, but I don't think that you should automatically just like get the top 4 spot. Maybe you should automatically be in the playoffs, yes, but not a top 4 seed.
Yeah, but then how else would you do it mathematically?
Mathematically, they got to figure out a way.
If
But
you win your division, you should be given a prize
reward.
for
that's a
reward, yeah.
debate
Otherwise,
for
it's worthless.
That's a debate for another day.
All right.
But
Giants versus Lions. Lions, they could have lost this game, but they ended up finding their way to win with the Giants defense, letting comebacks and getting a win 34-27.
at this point, the Giants try to lose.
They need Cam Scatterbo, they need a head coach, and they need to get their
They need a
quarterback
lot more
healthy.
than that.
They need to get their quarterback healthy.
And a new
Jameis
defensive
balled
coordinator.
out.
Yeah.
He caught
Yeah.
a
He
touchdown.
caught,
he
threw
mossed.
2 trick plays.
Yeah.
2 trick plays went for points.
Yeah.
I mean, it's crazy.
It's the most Jameis thing ever, too. It's hilarious.
I love it because he won't do it again next week.
Yeah.
No.
4 picks incoming.
Yep. All right, then we had the Steelers versus the Bears. Bears get the win 31-28.
Bears are winning the Super Bowl.
Hot Tate. Hot
I
take.
guess you really do believe in Caleb.
I guess I do now. That's my fantasy QB.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Dude, he's been balling for me for
Yeah.
a while. Yeah.
I got to put Jordan Love in, and I am not happy.
Don't worry, Joe Burrow's
Yeah,
coming
well,
back.
I got
Actually,
Brock Purdy and Daniel Jones.
I'm gonna
so
have to
don't
make a
even talk
choice
to
this
me.
week. Joe Burrow's coming back. Do I
That's
put
not a
Joe
choice.
Burrow
Not a
in, or
choice.
do I
That's
keep
not a
Caleb?
choice.
Burrow.
Bro, last year, both times the Ravens and Bengals played, Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase went off
That's
for like
true.
8 million
That's
points.
true. Yeah, 8 million. It's an
Speaking
understatement.
of the Bengals, we got the Patriots versus the Bengals, which the Patriots got the win 26-20 in a close bout with Joe Flacco still leading the team.
Speaking of Joe Burrow to the rescue.
Not necessarily. Joe
I'm gonna
Flacco.
say, I don't
Joe
know.
Flacco's
Yeah,
been balling.
Flacco seemed to have it down.
Joe Burrow will not fix this defense.
We had the Browns versus the Raiders, where Shador got his first start in a rather questionable win. Browns win 24-10.
Fire Geno Smith.
You heard it here first.
He's got a favorite finger, and he'll let you know which one it is.
Yeah, whether you're a fan or not.
We had the Jags versus the Cardinals, in which the Jags, I think, are the sneakiest team in the NFL with winning football, taking the dub 27-24.
Because they beat the Cardinals?
They're still finding ways
Jacoby
to win.
Brissett,
in
Hall of
games.
Fame quarterback.
I mean, how many times do you mean you look at the TV and they're not winning?
and then we look it up after, and
they won.
Yeah.
And Liam Cohen is winning as a first-year head coach.
Who did they just blow out? They just blew out someone.
It was the Chargers.
Yeah.
The Chargers.
So I can't tell.
Herbo with 81
How did I
yards.
forget
So
Yeah.
are the Jaguars terrible or are they just okay? The world may never
And I
know.
think that's the most accurate one-liner of the week right there.
Yeah.
Falcons versus Saints. Falcons, I knew would get the dub 24-10. Nick did not believe in the Falcons Kirk
I did
Cousins
not.
team.
Kirk Cousins comeback game.
Yeah.
And it's the
okay.
only one, so don't
Yeah,
get excited for
don't
the
get-
future.
yeah.
Don't get used to it. Bucks versus Rams on Sunday Night Football as we watch the Rams mop the floor
Get
with them.
lucky.
Win 34-7.
The Rams are the best team by a long shot, and it's not even close.
If Stafford wins a ring this year, does he retire and call it quits?
Yes.
I disagree.
I
I
would
think
do
you
it.
have to.
Walk off in the sunset healthy. Please do
Yep.
it. You look phenomenal. You're not aged yet. Let's let the people believe that when you're done.
Yeah, but he's got so much good football left in him.
We
He's
don't
just
know
getting
that.
better
I
as he
don't know
gets
that
older.
he does.
I thought Peyton Manning had many years good back, and then the year we won the Super Bowl, he was not pretty.
He
As
went
Tom Brady
from
said, he's got at least 8 more
best
years.
in the league to worst in the league like that.
Yeah, it's quick turnaround. Panthers versus 49ers, in which we watched a dogfight of a guy getting punched in the balls on live television. And the Niners, they got their much-needed win, 20-9.
Yeah, so as Gabe said earlier, the only highlight that I saw from this game was a guy getting punched in the balls.
By the way, Trevon Moehrig, who was the one that started
Yeah.
this,
Jawan Jennings
has
got the
been
brunt
suspended
of
for
it.
1 game without pay.
Good.
Good. And I'm happy they did not do any disciplinary action for the retaliation because
give me my $5. Yeah, there we go.
they're fighting over money.
I
But yeah,
won it fair and
I'm
square.
broke.
We both are.
I didn't even make a sentence for this one, but my sentence is I can't tell if the
Doesn't need
Panthers
one.
are terrible or not.
I mean, they're
I
so
don't
up
know
and
if they're
down.
good or
They
if they're
beat the
bad.
Cowboys one week
Yeah.
and they lose
Yeah.
another. I don't know.
Yeah,
I mean, it's up and down. Bryce Young had the best week of his career last week. This week, I didn't hear anything about Bryce Young. So
Sure.
here we are. All right, week 13 Pick Ems time. Get ready for across the boards because it looks like we don't have very many differences.
Yeah.
Starting off the week for Thanksgiving football, we've got a couple games. We got 3 matchups. Starting off with the historical Packers versus Lions Thanksgiving Day game, in which we went the Lions across the board. Following that, we've got America's team versus America's team. Quotations around both of them. We've got Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Dallas Cowboys, in which we went
The
Cowboys across the board.
Thing was I
Following-
delusional when I picked this one?
Yeah, I don't really know what you're doing.
Yeah,
here.
I don't know what you're
I
thinking,
respect the
dude.
confidence. I ain't gonna lie.
Well, I'm sticking with
He
it.
really believes in
Following that,
his quarterback.
we have
I'm
an
losing my
AFC
second
North matchup of a lifetime. The return of the man himself, Joe Shiesty. The Bengals are taking on the Baltimore Ravens, in which me and Nick went the Ravens. Dom, why'd you go the Bengals?
Joe Burrow's back, as you guys said. They combined for about 8 million points whenever Joe Burrow plays the Ravens.
and the Ravens won both times.
Why is he not a Bengals fan? He loves Burrow.
I
He
love
loves
Joe
the
Burrow.
AFC North.
the North. Yeah, you love the North.
I have came out multiple times and said Joe Burrow is one of my favorite quarterbacks.
You've came out multiple times.
Maybe I have. Is there something wrong with that?
There's nothing wrong with that. Anyways, we are taking to the NFC where the Chicago Bears, led by Caleb Williams, are taking on. Can we even call them the strong Philadelphia Eagles anymore? I mean, I'm starting to lose faith
No,
now.
they're just the Eagles.
They're just the Eagles. They're not even flying anymore. They're just like perched.
They're walking.
The walk Eagles walk. We selected, me and Nick selected at least, the Eagles. Dom went the Bears. You got
As
faith.
I just said,
He
the
believes in
Bears.
Caleb
The
Williams.
Bears are one of the quietest teams on the league, and they're going to underestimate them. And the Bears are going to come out and bite the Eagles in the butt.
As much as I don't want me and you to lose in pick'ems, I do want
It'd
that
be a
outcome.
cool story.
I do want
Yeah.
that outcome. I do
want
hope
the
that
Bears to
happens.
clip those Eagles' wings.
Ooh, that's a good little headline going into week 13. All right. Yeah, we got the New Orleans Saints taking on the Miami Dolphins. I'm
Game
not
of the
really
week.
sure what to make of this game, but I can
That-
tell you what we did.
I do want to say that Eagles-Bears game is the Black Friday game, by the way.
Ooh.
It is. I forgot they do the Black Friday game now. It's on Netflix, correct? No, that's Christmas, right? One of them's on Netflix.
Black Friday might be Amazon
Amazon. Yeah, it's
Hopefully,
Prime.
if it's on Amazon.
because they don't have any
I
of the
love Prime's
Thanksgiving games.
presentation.
Yeah.
They don't have the Thanksgiving games, so they might want to do.
Yeah, I think Christmas is
yeah,
Netflix. Yeah.
Christmas
Yeah.
is definitely Netflix.
But for the Saints and the Dolphins, we went the Dolphins across the board. Following that, what I presume is going to be the
Big
Bear
time.
versus Big Wop bet of the week for
It
week
has to be.
13. It's going to be. It has no choice. I'm just hyping it up. We've got the Houston Texans take on the Indianapolis Colts. A man who not only has Danny Dimes in fantasy, but is high on him is going
And is
against
starting him this week.
Me and Dom are selecting the Colts to win this game, but Nick, you went the
I'm
Texans.
going Davis Mills and the Texans.
You're that confident in Davis
They're hot.
Mills.
You know, as much
The
as I hate
Colts
to say it, I'm confident in my pick with the Colts taking this win. It's very possible that the Texans come out and
They
show the
want it.
Colts.
Week 13 bet of the week. The bet is in. Do you get your $5 back?
That
We will
light
see.
just flickered. It's a sign from the
I
heavens.
know, I know.
Am I losing my money or am I getting it better? Or am I getting more?
You might as well just hand it to me now.
I'm not handing you anything. Following that, we've got, well, you could argue this is another shitter bowl. We've got the Atlanta Falcons taking on the New York Jets,
Kirko
which
Chains,
we went
baby.
the Falcons across the board.
board.
Wow, this is rough. We've got the Niners taking on the Cleveland Browns, in which maybe Shador has some
I
flashes
sure
of
hope
prime
so.
time win.
I sure hope so.
But unfortunately, we went the Niners across the board. And then the Panthers, yet again, will take another loss because they're facing the LA Rams, in which we went the Rams across the board. And an AFC South matchup. No, not South. No, yeah, that's South. South's a matchup. I had it. The Jags are taking on Cam Ward and the Titans. And somehow, some way, Liam Cohen will find a way in which we went the Jags across the board. Moving to the NFC, we have the Arizona Cardinals taking on the banged up, maybe Teddy H2O led Bucks, in which we went the Bucks across the board. Dom's game of the week, we got the Vikings led by, well, actually, they won't be led by him as far as we know right now. But
Who's
we have
their
the
backup?
Vikings.
It's some free
Carson
agent. They
Wentz.
just,
Oh,
no,
Carson Wentz
no,
is
Carson
hurt.
they
Wentz
just
hurt.
picked. It's Michael Burns or something.
Elite
I
ball
don't-
knowledge,
I-
Michael Burns. I haven't heard that name in a minute.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're all
couldn't tell you.
researching. I know it's a free agent.
Max Bosmer.
Okay, that's who I was going for.
Ooh, John Walford, Rams legend. Us.
Wow, this is gonna be interesting. This will be an interesting game. It's gonna be an
No.
easy game.
Will
Sure
not
hope
be an
so.
interesting
We've got the
game.
Vikings. Be interesting for the defense to get the. The
Don't
stat
you
sheet going
wish
up.
you could go against your most hated player in the league, JJ McCarthy?
Yeah, I wish we could just. I'm not gonna
You
say
wanted-
that.
Well, he
Shut
could
him up.
clear protocol. I just don't think they will. I don't think he will.
Yeah,
Don't do it.
he could.
But we have the Seahawks taking on the Vikings, which we went the Seahawks across the board. Following that, we've got the Bills taking on the Steelers, in which we're all picking that the Bills will get back on track.
But who knows?
But
Mike Tomlin.
But
Will he get the win?
But will he get the win? In this scenario, we went the
The
Bills,
Bills
across
across
the
the
board.
board.
So no, it's not. happening.
No, he's not.
It's not happening. We have an AFC West matchup. I pray to God the Raiders get this win, but I did not
I
go
would
this way.
love
But
it.
I would love it. I would smile. It'd be a Christmas gift
yeah.
early. We have the Raiders taking on the LA Chargers, in which we went
The Chargers across the board.
Now I will say this.
This.
If somehow the Raiders find a way to win and beat this team, Chargers fans better stop listening because this kid will not let you ever live this down. About Jay Herbo
Big Wop
and his
was
take
right again.
from week one.
81 yards in a game is inexcusable.
I mean, it is. There's nothing
Geno
about it.
Smith's about to throw 81 picks in a game.
And if it happened to the Jags, it could happen with the Raiders.
The Raiders.
Following that, on Sunday Night Football, we have the Broncos coming off a bye week taking on the Commanders, which we don't know whether it will be Mariota or Jaden Daniels. But
It's going to be Mariota.
It's going to be Mariota.
My
But-
favorite player of all time.
I mean, you're not lying.
Von Miller's going to be there.
He will be there
He's
for his
gonna
third
lose.
time in his career. He will play the Denver Broncos.
And he's going to lose.
And we went the
Broncos
Broncos across the board,
board.
making it a 10-win season.
Officially.
I hope to God it happens.
Crazy.
And finishing off Week 13 in the Thanksgiving week of football, we have the New York Giants taking on the New England Patriots, in which we went the Patriots across the board. Crazy to think they could be an 11-win team.
That's crazy.
Well, when you have a cupcake schedule, that's how it works.
I mean, there's always a chance that somehow, some way, the
I
Giants
hope
always have their
Jameis
number.
Winston pulls it out.
The
I
Giants
really
do always have their number. So,
They
is
did
it
twice.
impossible to say they can't win? No.
No.
I think there's a chance. Do I want it to happen? Yes. Do I think it'll happen? No. But we will revisit this next week. That is all we have for episode 56, and that's all we have for Turf Giving. So with that, to everyone listening, have a wonderful, safe, and joyful Thanksgiving holiday. Holiday season? No, a holiday. We'll get back to you for Christmas because, as Dom said, we're putting up the tree this weekend, so the next week will be festive, and it'll be festive all the way through December, baby. And if you ever want to collab with the Turf Talk podcast, you can reach us at gabedowdpodcast@gmail.com. That is the best, most efficient way for any of us to reach you. Follow on all socials. We are always, this past week has been rather busy, but we usually are ramping up content to entertain you and keep you updated on day-to-day football and the camaraderie that comes with this beautiful sport. And without further ado, we will see you next week for episode 57. So join the huddle and join the talk with the Turf Talk podcast.